What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's another Thursday night. Last Thursday night of April. So we are back for another, you know what it is. Toss One Back Thursday. So myself in the house, Rajay. Of course, Todd's in the house. What is going on? How you doing tonight, my friend?
Doing all right. Ready for a couple brews and some BS, I guess, as usual Thursday always pertains.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
I don't know what that
means. But
How
yes, we are
you?
here. We are going to drink some beer, of course, and talk about some different things that we'll get into. Some things beer, probably some things not beer. That's just how it goes. We let you guys drive the train, and we see where it goes off the tracks, and we try to keep up. So that's how we roll. A great time to kick back and allow you to express what's on your mind or what you want to talk about and us to respond to it and share some of the beers that I'll be drinking and some of the beers that Todd will be drinking. Shout out to James in the house. Damn, it's not even dark yet, and I'm here. I know, right?
Damn.
The daylight savings time got you all messed up. Hey, I just saw Dovetail James. They just came out with a barrel-aged Roush beer. So I've got a feed coming out of my Twitter about that. So, yeah, something to definitely check out up there. Erie in the house. Say what is going on. Good to see you, madam.
Erie?
Always great to have you here. Erie, we're still waiting for the streaming to start on the channel. That's all I'm saying. I know you got to get all the parts together, but we're waiting. We're waiting. Gilbert's in the house. Cheers, fools. Is Rogers traded yet?
What's up, Gilbert?
Not yet, but Gilbert, how do you feel about that? Were you like shocked this morning when you saw Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay? What did you think when you saw that comment come out there?
Maybe he's prepping to be the Jeopardy host, and so he's just going to get done with quarterbacking.
He does like the Jeopardy gig. They said it was like one of the highest rated ones since Rebecca passed. So I think he liked that. I think LeVar Burton's trying to get it now too, though. But Jeopardy's becoming a hot commodity, so to speak. But yeah, I was surprised when I saw Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. I'm like, you got rid of the coach you didn't want there. It seems like you're running everything, but you just went out now. Like, kind of surprising.
I'd say writing was on the wall with them, I would assume, because they drafted the quarterback last year.
Yeah, I think he wants to. I mean, I'm sure he wants another Super Bowl, and maybe he feels like Green Bay can't get it for him there before his time runs out, and probably seeing Brady get like 7 now, or how many Brady has. So yeah. People always say Aaron Rodgers, best quarterback. But like, wait a minute, Brady's like, I got 7 rings. How's he the best quarterback? He only got 1. So
right, yeah, not so fast.
And he's had good players. He's had better players than Brady has, supposedly. So
yeah, for sure.
He says, so shall we take it off the tracks early? It could happen. It wouldn't be the first time they got off to a quick start off the tracks,
Well, it won't go quite off the tracks quite as fast because you know who's not here. So
yeah, we are missing the all-star Shannon. So yeah,
there's always that.
Yeah, it is draft night, and I know some people are tuning into that. Here in Cincinnati, the thing is who's going to be the pick. Either going to be the tackle or it's going to be Chase out of LSU, who used to play with Burrow. So I'm like, dude, you can get Chase. He's a good receiver, but if y'all don't protect Burrow, you're going to lose him in the second year. So you better get some line for him. Vanessa, hello, everyone.
Up,
Cheers, Vanessa. Who's up now? The Bengals?
Oh, no. Falcons took Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, they were figuring to take Kyle Pitts there. Yeah. And now Bengals should be up.
First 3 picks were quarterbacks, and then Pitts. Now Cincinnati's on the clock. Why is the first round, do they have 7.5 minutes? So once you get into the 4th, 5th rounds, it's like 2 minutes. Bam, bam, bam. It seems like you would need longer time later in the draft than you would earlier in the draft, right?
At that point, you're just throwing darts. It's just like darts.
Well, I guess so. Maybe that's why they're like, okay, just give us who's available. Yeah, okay, we'll give you this guy. Just take him.
And all the years of 4 through 7, I mean, outside of Brady, it was all darts. I mean, Brady was a dart, but he proved to be that one dart that hit the bullseye. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
I mean, your first round pick, I think everybody basically knows who they're taking at this point. Other than maybe trying to make a trade or something, you know what I mean? You don't need that time to take. Everybody knew Trevor Lawrence, and I guarantee you they didn't pick him until 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock or something, or 40 seconds left on the clock or something, you know.
Yeah, they're all
6.5 minutes to pick a guy that everybody knew you was taking 2 months ago.
Well, I think they had it done, but they were probably fielding anything that might want to try to trade, make it interested. I'm sure. I mean, if you're the worst team and you might get like a bunch more picks out of it, you'd hate to maybe miss a Trevor Lawrence. But then again, quarterbacks, they're not always a hit either. So, yeah.
No, especially the two that took second and third.
Yeah.
Nobody even knew who they were 2 months ago.
Although this year the Dolphins are the ones with all the picks, it seems. So, see if Miami can do something down there. Although people in Miami don't really care about football as much. I mean, you see them kind of go to the games, but there's so much stuff to do in Miami. Football struggles down there, just like even the basketball. Even when the Heat were winning, people weren't all fully showing up, you know. Or when the Marlins, when the Marlins won the World Series, they still couldn't get people in the seats. So
no, not at all.
But you got South Beach, so I can understand why.
Right.
I've been to South Beach. I've been to Miami. I can see why I'm not going to the game.
Like, got a beach? Go watch a bunch of dudes sweat. Let's go to the beach.
Yeah. See, James said, I know I saw that ad and shared it with the Weed Beer Exchange on Facebook. Yeah, that I was going to be a decent one. Their Rouse beer was really good, but the barrel aged, I can only imagine how nice that'll be. Two new babies at the llama farm. Got to pick one. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, was that the one that was on Instagram earlier, Vanessa? I saw that one. That was cool. Just chilling on the ground.
Erie might try to come steal one, so be careful. And oh my God, it's so beautiful, Vanessa. See, she's already scouting it out.
They're dropping the breadcrumbs to her front door.
Roger wants a ring, and he ain't going to get it one in Green Bay. But they were like, didn't they get to the championship game? And they lost out.
I feel like they did.
I thought they lost to Tampa in the championship game, so they were there.
That was, yeah.
They just couldn't get over the hump, so they were pretty close.
Especially in a year where they didn't think Rodgers was going to be the starter anyway.
Yeah. So.
And then he turned into an MVP type season, so maybe that's why he's like.
I think he's too comfortable with the State Farm commercials he's doing now. So.
Hell with the cheese heads. I'm going to go somewhere warmer and sit back and make my Jeopardy money.
Cheers, Jules. Good to see you as well. Happy Thursday to you. It's definitely been a while. Aaron is old. Get what you can get for him, son. He'll just fall one game short elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, but look at Brady. Brady's older. So Breeze was older, and Breeze got a pretty good run out. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with him. He runs really fast for being 4 days old.
4 days.
Vanessa Kitty, hey there, Chica from Jules. Erie, hello there from Jules. Hey, Jules. Hey, Monica, what is going on? Cheers to you, my friend.
Monica.
Cheers. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you got something nice you're drinking. Yeah, if you are drinking out there, let us know what you're drinking as well in the comments. I'm trying to keep up. Rumors Aaron will move to the 49ers for the second and third picks. Him going to the Niners wouldn't be bad. I mean, they definitely need that quarterback there, I believe. Go to these for me, maybe possibly future farm. Yeah, you're working on that farm. Fallon, goes along with it fully. Yes, born Sunday, and name is Samuel. Damn that hump. Hey, what's going on, Steve? Cheers, my friend. Good evening, guys. Having a few, so I thought I'd say hi. How's everyone tonight? Doing well, and hopefully you are as well over in the UK. And I heard when the pubs opened up, it was like kind of crazy over there that there was like a huge run on the beer at the pubs and stuff. So I was glad you guys are able to get out. If you did go out, I don't know if you did or not, but it seems like people are definitely happy there in the UK now. So,
I mean, should be happy, I guess, right? Pubs are open. Why not?
Pubs are open. Why not? I just want one or many here, he says. She does want those llamas. Oh, what everyone drinking? I'm going to share that here in a second. But what are you drinking there, Steve? Let us know as well. And it says, hey, Kitty, how you, hun? And brother cut a fruitcake today. He came out to the truck with a slice. Supposed to wait 2 weeks. I'm not a big fruitcake person now. Even though I get fruitcake qualities in some of the barley wines and higher ABV type darker beers. I've never been able to do the fruitcake. Kind of like coconut. I can't do coconut unless it's in beer. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I don't like the texture of coconut. The flavor of it, I don't mind. I do like and I don't like them in the Girl Scout cookies unless you put them in the freezer. Maybe it's because of the crunch, but I don't like them I don't care much for them as much.
When they're like room temperature or whatever.
When they're room temperature, yeah, like out of the package. Put them in the freezer though, that's a game changer. That's a whole different story.
Erie says, guys can never wait. What are we talking about there, Erie? What are we talking about? Monica, I'm not drinking tonight, but tomorrow, and I'm still drinking my cases of Bourbon County Stout 2020. Nice. I have some Willatize, but not liking that as much. I think I have a KBS left too. Well, there you go. Well, I don't do Founders anymore, but I know that that's a good beer. But speaking of
cases of Bourbon County Stout,
that's plural. So she's got some Bourbon County on it. Like she must have got the good connection on that stuff.
No kidding.
But I do have a Lagunitas beer here, but I won't say which one it is as of yet. Sipping a Daisy Cutter Half Acre Signature Pale Ale. Heard good things about that one, James. When I said, hey, Monica, coconut is so good. Yeah, and beer. Dragon Milk Stout shortly. Hey there, Vanessa. And the pubs were mad because people were waiting at 12 a.m. just to have a pint. Drink, but because I'm moving soon and can't brew yet. Yeah. Coconut sucks all the time. CB says, welcome, CB. CB doesn't really drink beer, so yeah. So for him, it does suck all the time. Talking about guys not waiting for a slice of that pie and cake. Oh, well. Okay, well, I'll say there's something else maybe a slice of too, but yeah. I don't think we call it pie or cake.
Pie.
Yeah. Well, some do call it pie. Actually, there is one slang for pie for it. The poontang. Slice it up. Yeah. Dragon's Milk, awesome stuff for yes, it is. And you lie, CB, LOL. Drinking a Beaches Brewing Company around the Bay Pale Ale and Knob Creek. Actually got a little whiskey to my side here as well, Gilbert.
Uh-oh.
CB says hello to everybody.
What's going on, CB? Oh, here comes the bingo pick.
Call peeps don't know what they are missing. I hope it stays that way more for me. Oh, Cali peeps. Oh, so in Cali, it's sitting on the shelves because people are like, I'm not going to mess with it, I guess. But you guys have so much good beer out there in Cali, I can see where that happens.
True.
Here he said, hey there, CB.
Cincinnati takes Lamar Chase, Jamar.
They took Chase.
Wide receiver. Yeah, how would you take him over the dude from Alabama?
The tackle?
No, the wide receiver.
They went to tackle from Oregon is where you should have took. Chase was number one receiver up there.
I would have thought
he just
what's his name from Alabama since he won the Heisman would have been number one.
Yeah,
but Chase got him going. I think they had him going next to Miami though.
But Chase opted out last year. That's why you didn't see his numbers. The year before, he did like 20 touchdowns in 14 games and 1,700 yards.
Yeah, well, I did read that because they were talking about him hooking back up with Burrow again.
Yeah, but that tackle, they're talking about that tackle. Nobody really wants to fully say it, but they kind of got him pegged like basically a Munoz type tackle. I'm like, that doesn't come along all the time. Like a Munoz or like a Willie Rowe for one of these guys that are like your anchor. You're passing up on that. So, I mean, I know he's explosive as a wide receiver, but your tackle's out there doing a lot more than your receivers are.
I honestly would have loved to see Indianapolis trade all the way up and take him, or
to take Chase.
No, to take the tackle.
The tackle, yeah.
Because we need a left tackle because ours retired. So
you keep talking about that road trip to New Holland, Vanessa. You keep talking about it.
Make it happen.
That's why I added pie. Well, I'm just saying they could still be slang with pie. I've been studying Keyser Bills. Hey, CB. Yeah, I'm not an IPA fan. I'm hooked on these barrel-aged stout beers. Nothing wrong with that. I do like a nice barrel-aged stout. CB says, love pie, have chocolate in the fridge, made a cake today. Look at CB. And CB, hopefully you're feeling better, getting over the ruptured hernia there, my friend, too. I know that sauna's been helping. I'm doing live Sunday, mate. If you want to join, send a link anyways on Instagram, 6 my time. Yeah, shoot me the link, and if I'm around, that can definitely be a possibility. At some point, I need to do my taxes here. Barrel-aged stouts and porters are best. I'm not going to argue there. Guinness Foreign Extra Stout is tasty too, Monica. Not going to argue there.
Nope.
They're so delicious. I was just wish I could drink them every day, but they are a little tough for my belly. Not going to argue there because that can happen too. But let's say got new trailer, and well, I mean, Jason Biggs loved that pie. Oh, he loved all over the apple pie. Yeah, taxes do suck, but since they extended it to May, I haven't done ours yet. I need to get those done. Really, it won't take as long as I got to get everything all in Quicken, updated, and then I can import it to like the H&R Block tax program, which makes it a lot easier. Keys are built for New Holland kegs. Now, what are the notes on the Guinness? Vanessa Kitty, Rod showed the Guinness Nitro I want to try. Yeah, the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout is probably, Vanessa will agree with me, it's probably their best stout, but I've actually got a video on the channel on that one as well, but it is pretty good, but Vanessa will break it down too. But I need to get a beer since I'm caught up on the comments right now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to actually crack open one that I picked up last Friday, which I didn't realize it on Thursday, was German Beer Day. So I actually ended up picking these up, but I didn't drink them that day. But I got some Coastersizer Schwarzbier, which is Germany's #1 black lager. I guess I should pull that up, huh? So people can see it a little bit more. So this is one that I picked up, and I just happened to pick it up last Friday when it was German Beer Day. So I'm a week off, but I am going to check this out. I love a nice Schwarzbier. I am a fan of the black lagers, so looking forward to tasting this one. And then what do you got there, Todd?
I am drinking Untitled Art. This is a double chocolate fudgy brownie stout.
It's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it comes in at shit. As I spilled some of it out. Looking, I think it's 11.2. Yeah, I have enough light on in here. Let's see what the ABV is on this. I gotta get
it's not the light, it's the readers, son. You need the readers
11.7. 11.7.
He tried to say the light. We know he needs the readers.
Nah, I'm not quite that far yet, but it's probably not too far around the corner. Around the corner.
This one, I forgot to mention, is actually 4.8% ABV, 16.9 ounce can. So I'll sit that there.
Well, as I usually do on a Thursday, I always kick it off big.
Always. Let me put this here so that way I can.
And this one comes out nice and dark.
Oh, got the glare from one of the lights on here. So I can figure out. There we go.
Now
I should take the glare off a little bit. So that's the can of what I am drinking right now. And here is a look at that beer. Nice, deep, dark brown. Nice tan head on it. Nice fuzziness. Definitely light, definitely thin. It's got a little bit of a roastiness there. You switch the malts up for this type of style, and you kind of get a little bit of that sweetness from the roastiness from the malts to go along with your lager feel. So it's not like your traditional lager, which is, your golden type lager. So I like having that extra roastiness into it. Let me see here. Vanessa said the Foreign Extra Stout is the only Guinness I buy now. Yeah, she's locked into it. I tried their other Guinness stuff, but if I got to choose the top one to have, definitely Foreign Extra Stout. Got Jimmy in the house, Cuff of Stuff Barbecue. What is going on, brother? Good to see you, my friend. If y'all don't know Jimmy, make sure you check him out too. I got to go back to classes, although I missed this tax season. Yeah. That's
Oh
not something
man,
you ever like really want to go to. Just like, it's a good opportunity to go to, I guess, but that'll put you to sleep.
I'll tell you what, they ain't joking about the double chocolatey fudge, whatever the hell it said on here, double chocolate fudgy brownie, because that's exactly what it smells like.
Dessert in a glass.
Smells like the brownie batter in the bowl before you put it in the pan to bake it.
Oh. Check out that. But yeah, it's the foreign extra stout. I got other ones from Guinness on there too. I think I had the Antwerpen and some other ones. I can't remember offhand, but foreign extra stout definitely top line. Better late than never, right? That's what I said. Better late than never.
That's what they say.
We got Wayne in the house. What's going on, Rod and Todd? Cheers. What's happening, Wayne? Cheers to you as well, my friend.
What's that plane?
That sounds like diabetes in a can. LOL. He said, "Yeah, Wilford Brimley may jump out of Todd's can. I mean, that's got some sweetness taking place, I'm sure."
Yeah, diabetes.
So, what's it taste like? Is it thick? Is it thin? Is it?
Yeah, it's chocolatey, fudgy, brownie. I mean, it tastes just like a box of brownie mix.
Yeah.
But maybe amped up a bit with the chocolate flavor of it. It's good. It's a little sweet for the diabetes. It's a little, probably a little true there, but as usual from Untitled Art, they always do such a good job in hiding the alcohol. This one has
a
little bit of kick on the back end, but it's not bad. Not for 11, almost 12%. It's not bad. It's good.
Untitled Art does some pretty good beer.
Yeah. They're a little pricey, but when I see them, I almost got to at least try one anyway.
You see them, yeah.
Kind of like Prairie, really. I mean, they're kind of pricey just for one bottle, like $10, whatever. But it's like they're so good. Like money well spent on those, I think.
With Untitled Art, I feel like your chances of being not happy with your purchase are very low. I feel like you're pretty solid in safe territory there. Rocky said knows better.
Go real quick. Sorry, my brother just messaged me. He's a big Bronco fan, and he said that they're trying to work out a deal for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, to go play for John Elway. Well, there you go.
But they just signed Bridgewater, and they're talking about them drafting a quarterback if they make a trade.
Well, you only got Rodgers for a few. You probably only got Rodgers for a few years. So I mean, Bridgewater, you might have a little bit longer, but yeah.
Plus, the guy they played, that Lawton guy, I think he was a rookie last year. Like, how many quarterbacks you need? But he was terrible, though.
That's what happens when you have a quarterback as a GM. We can never have enough.
Although Elway has struck out big time on quarterbacks, which is odd. If anything, he would know that. But
I heard Tebow's trying to come back as a tight end now. He had to ask for a workout with Jacksonville for that. And there go the dogs. Rocky said knows better. I don't know, Vanessa. You got the nose down on the Ford Extra Stout pretty good. Jimmy said hello to Wayne there as well. Hey, Jimmy, how's things? Going to make a beer run up your way Saturday, so you guys will be close there. They're pretty much neighbors. What's going on, Brandon? Have I tried Landshark Lager? I've had Landshark a few times years ago. I can't think of the last time I had Landshark, but I know it's like Landshark's in like the clear bottle with the little shark there. Landshark to me is like on the same level, kind of like Corona. I just don't really drink it that much unless it's kind of like I'm at the beach or something somewhere, and it's like that's what's offered. It's okay, but it doesn't really do too much more than that for me. I'm definitely, not a huge. I would say I hate on it. I'm just not a huge fan of it as much.
I've had 2 experiences with Landshark, and good Lord, it was skunk in a bottle. It was so bad. It was so bad. And I'm not going to try it again.
You're not even going to try.
I don't care if it was sitting in the sun for 10 days is the reason it was skunky. I ain't drinking it there again.
Landshark and Pepsi. You're choosing Pepsi, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose. Shit. What was the? What was the shit Shannon drank that night?
What, Mad Dog?
The Mad Dog. Yeah.
Mad Dog. You choose Mad Dog.
Mad Dog and Land Shark. I'm probably taking Mad Dog.
That's pretty harsh.
Now maybe I should give it a try again, but you maybe third time's a charm. I don't know, but I've had it.
Maybe, but maybe not too.
Big
you stick where you're at ahead for sure. Vanessa, my dark chocolate fudgy brownies are pretty tasty. A large party, I brought them to the people begging me to bring them to their parties. Did you put anything inside of those brownies?
Maybe.
Edibles are pretty popular.
Vanessa, get this beer and then take you a batch of brownies.
Oh yeah, you didn't show the can. You didn't show the can of that one there.
You would be diabetes for sure. That's pretty much it right there. Ain't too much to this one, really.
Yeah. They're usually pretty simple cans. They just have like the artwork on there. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're pretty much always the same, just a little different artwork. But I think is all their stuff contract brewed?
I never looked that far into it. I didn't look on it to see. Is that what it says when you is this it? Is yours saying it's brewed somewhere else?
No, it's from the same place always, but Wanakee, Wisconsin, or whatever.
Yeah, I know they do a lot of collabs with other people.
Yeah, they do. They probably do more collabs than any other brewery I know of.
Yeah, they're always teaming up with something. Gilbert said, "That's a good Schwarzbier, son. It's not bad." I see when I see someone put like #1 on something, it makes me wonder though. Like I had the Bitburger Premium Pills, and it was the #1 beer of Germany, as they said, and it didn't strike me as being the #1 beer of Germany. Although that was in a can, which is different than if you have it on tap, and if you have it over there, I'm sure it's different than what we probably get here in the States a little bit. But not hating on it, so I'm going to have the review up on that here in the next week or two. But like I said, I enjoy experimenting.
Are those the ones that kind of have a smokiness to them?
No, not that one. That's Roush beers. These ones, these ones they use dark malts. So they basically taking a lager and adding that roasty feel that you would usually get like over in a porter or a stout. So
I was totally thinking Roush. So I don't know why.
CB said, "Oh yes, sauna time. We'll be listening. Sauna, nice getting the sauna. Where's the sexy girl at? Everybody's hitting on your wife here." Brandon, Todd's right there. He's right there, Brandon.
I didn't stop him. Not him. Whoever it was last week didn't stop him at all.
Yeah. Well, then he apologized when he found out you were married.
Well, funny story on that. I won't say it on here. I'll wait till after we're done to remind me.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's probably all giddy that some guys are saying stuff, I'm sure.
No, it wasn't that. No,
oh, okay.
It wasn't nothing bad. It wasn't nothing bad. I mean, I can say it. It wouldn't probably be any big deal. But
yeah.
So anyway, I guess she went back and watched the show, and she was like, "Man, they just really made a lot of comments on things." Like, Rod must have just skimmed right through those because I didn't remember seeing any of those. Other than Vanessa saying, her husband's sitting right next to her. She was telling me some of the other comments. Was like, I don't remember seeing those, which that didn't bother me. Whatever, but I just thought it was kind of funny.
Well, we know she was feeling good last week, though, too. So,
well, I mean, that's
yeah.
Two things. One thing is guaranteed when she comes on. That's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah.
She wasn't. No, she didn't. Well, I'm sure she liked the compliments. I would imagine. I would assume so. I mean, who the hell doesn't?
Vanessa said, "Beer run tomorrow after my in-person VA doc first visit since Feb 2020. Yeah, my last one was a video one I think I did, but I'm supposed to go. I went to the dentist at the end of the year. I'm supposed to go back to the dentist again for a checkup, but haven't done that yet. But my last allergist, that was video as well. So I was thinking if you do a video, I feel like they should cut you a deal on the price. Like, why am I still paying a $50 copay if I'm not even coming to see you? Like, you should cut that down. Like, it's a video thing.
You would think so.
Yeah.
I wonder if I put these damn things in backwards.
Well, you can hear all right.
Nope, they're right. I thought maybe I didn't check, but I thought that was the right way. But I thought they was kind of feeling a little funny. But no,
Monica says she's
multitasking. In the correct ear.
So she's multitasking. Asked what Todd is drinking, and then Steve said, "What's Todd drinking?" I missed it. LOL. So this might have been before or after, but it's the Untitled Art. What's the name of the one?
I'm not sure. If you want to show it again, it's double chocolate fudgy brownie stout. See that? There you go. Untitled Art.
Double chocolate fudgy brown stout.
And I'm telling you, the brownie, it's not a miss on that one at all, because if you just tasted it blind, you'd have thought it was the brownie batter in a liquid form. Or more so liquid form than a brownie batter is, but a thinner form, I guess you should say. But man, the smell of the glass, it's just like, almost makes you want to just go and get a glass of milk, because you know, chocolate, you want to drink some milk with it or something.
That's pretty good.
If this thing on nitro or something, it would be phenomenal, I think.
Well, it'll be nice and creamy. Get yourself one of the physics that you can put on nitro. Vanessa's relaxing and waiting until early morning to drive south. Yeah, I went to a beer run last week, of course. I got it right after I got my second vaccine shot, and which was actually good. I did on Friday because I was tired on Saturday and Sunday some, but that's where I picked this beer up and a few of the others.
Probably got to make one tomorrow.
I don't like making beer runs anymore because I always find stuff I don't have, and I end up spending more than I want to spend.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's always a problem.
I didn't even show you.
It's a problem, but it is a problem. It's a problem to the wallet.
When I did go last week, I was going for two things. This was one of them.
I saw your video.
Yeah, so.
Which I'm glad, though. I think I told you that I can get it at the liquor store down the street from where I work. So in Kentucky, I can get it. So I've actually bought it there before. So
that's good stuff. And then I got another the Jameson cold brew because I was about through my other one, and that's really good stuff too.
Yeah, you can go on with that.
Let's see here. That's cool, Jimmy. I need to make a run myself. Yeah, everybody's got to make a beer run at times, right? Everybody's got to get out there and make a run. About to fight Spawns to bed. I'll be back. Oh, Erie's got to put the kids down. That's always a battle for her. I think Kendall's the leader now. Steve said, cheers to Wayne. How are you, sir? Hey, EB in the house. What is going on? Cheers. Stopping in for a show. Love for a sec watching the draft. Yeah, I saw some of your Facebook commentaries there. So, yeah, you should have did a stream doing it on your reaction channel, reacting to the draft. That would have been a good move for sure. But I'm hoping you are enjoying it there, my friend. There's a beer master in the house. Been a while, buddy. Cheers. Appreciate you too, buddy. Good to see you, brother.
All right, let's see who took after. Oh, Denver's on the clock now. Let's see if the big trade's going to go down or not.
StreamYard is kind of going in and out for some reason. I'm trying to get to the next comment. It's not letting me do it. Boom, 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 boom. So we'll wait out. There we go. Vanessa, hello to Eclectic. Said, what up, Vanessa? Cheers, Alex. Hey, Eclectic. Long time, Monica said. Maybe it was skunk in a bottle. Land Strike, yeah. I mean, anytime you use clear bottles, they can easily skunk for sure. Or the green bottles.
Very well could have been, Vanessa. It would have been hard pressed to fool me that it wasn't.
That's why if you drink Heineken, it's better to get it in the can than the bottle. In my opinion, and what I found, because you get more skunkiness in the bottle. What up, Monica? How you doing? No special ingredients on that batch. But they are popular nowadays. I can't read it. Who makes it? Untitled Art makes Todd's.
Out of Wisconsin.
Eclectic Beard Raid. Well, thanks, Jeremy. Cheers, homie.
What's up, Jeremy?
An ice cold Land Shark on a hot summer day is pretty money. Well, I mean, you'd have to drink it pretty quick too. I mean, that's what the whole thing with those type of beers. You're putting them down rather easily.
Maybe give them a shot one more time. I don't know.
I feel like you just have to be in the right setting for it. I know another beer I'm not really a huge fan on that people seem to like is Pacifico. I rarely drink that either, but it's like if I'm somewhere like at a beach or something and it's hot or whatever, then it can work. But most of the time, I won't drink a Pacifico.
I mean, you think of Jimmy Buffett, you're thinking of the beach somewhere in tropical setting or something. So
yeah,
and that's Land Shark, right? Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. The fudge brownie M&Ms are extremely good. I must buy and hide the bags. I don't eat them all. You know, I've basically tried to do that myself when I get them, like not have them around too much because you can easily go through those.
Vanessa, those things are money. I bought some of those and let Shannon try them and our daughter try them. They're like, yeah, okay. I'm like, okay, good, more for me.
Yeah, you know what I do? I get a bag now. I'll get the brownie ones and I'll get the caramel ones, and I get like a Ziploc bag and I pour them both in, and then it's just a mix when I grab something. I don't know what I'm going to get. It's just a surprise.
You know, I don't.
But you know what? Every time it's good. Every time.
I've said this many times, I think, even on the show, is why have they not come out with like a mixed bag, like a big mixed bag of all the different types of M&Ms they make? Just throw it all in there and it's just a jumbo. You get what you get. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you can do it with jelly beans, you can do it with M&Ms, right? So
good. I mean, how many different M&Ms are there now? There's so many. Like, they're all M&Ms.
Yeah.
And you know, you get a mix and match or whatever.
They should do that. They should do like a variety bag.
That brownie one, the kid you not, those are the ones you can eat. Have a nice big glass of cold milk or something. Without like milk, other than if you're eating chocolate or in cereal. But you can almost pour those brownie M&Ms and then just pour milk on top of them and eat it like a cereal. That probably would be good. That's
yeah, those things can actually be pretty addicting. So yeah, you can actually go through those real easy.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Steve, how are you? I'm doing well, Wayne said. And Jeremy with the hashtag EB-Rate. Cheers, buddy. Let me see here. I am part CEO of Land Shark. I was hoping to send you some to review on your channel. Hey, like I
never turn down free beer, right?
Yeah, I tell every brewery you can send it. I'm just honest when I actually review beer. That's all. I don't slam beers. Like I'm not gonna say it's like, you know, shit or anything like that or anything. I always give reasons why if it's not something I'm into, why I may not be into it. But if other people were into it, that's fine as well. We're all not gonna like all the beers that are out there. So there's styles that some of us just don't find as appealing. Nothing wrong with that. There's a cheers, my friend EB. Alex said, "What up, Alan?" Cool, Brandon. Hey, Jeremy. I'm good, Wayne. Good to hear you. Good, man. Nice. So much friendliness as we need more of in the world.
So right, you should put a little caveat in your thing in there saying, my comments on Land Shark is my comments only.
Yeah. Yeah. I had no idea what I'm talking about, right? Mike says, was sick recently, doing much better. EB, hope you are well. Yes, I'm glad that you are doing better there, Monica. It's an island lager, so it's just meant to be refreshing, crisp taste, not too heavy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, if I'm at a beach or whatever, that's one of the times like I'll drink it. Like, if I'm in a restaurant and it's like one of the taps, it's probably not one of the taps I'm going to choose most likely. But if I'm like, you know, I grew up in New Jersey. If we're down at the shore in the summer and I'm out there and I'm having like, you know, some crab or whatever it is, some type of seafood or something like that and everything, and it's outside there on the beach, then I can throw down a Land Shark lager and I'll be easily drinking, just like, you know, you can have a glass of water, you're going to have that nice crisp beer with a clean feel to it that you can actually have along with it. I will prefer it out of the tap than out of the bottle, though. That helps to also avoid that skunkiness like that Todd mentioned earlier. But yeah, there's always a room for different beers at different spots. I'm not a huge Bud Light person, but you know what? One of the places I used to golf, one of the bars we do a golf outing, and afterwards it was free Bud Light at the bar afterwards. You know, after going a round of golf on a warm day, you're like, you know, this goes down rather easily. And so I was fine with it. Monica says, "Up to Jeremy and watching the draft out. You all right? You all right these days? Doing well, Monica. Glad you're feeling better. That there you go. And hey, Monica, hope you're doing okay.
Broncos pick is in. Let's see what happens here.
Uh-oh. What's up, Blake? Cheers, fam. Hope Dallas don't pick a punter. LOL. Maybe. Well, I guess they can't pick a quarterback now because yours is pretty much solidified. Cheers, Blake. Blake, cheers, buddy. Hashtag eclectic beard raid. They'll pick a water boy. They're going to pick a new choreographer for Dak's warm-up moves is what it's going to be.
Quality H2O.
Making the telescope and fire pit Saturday. Very nice. Fire pit fork Saturday. I got marshmallows and hot dogs to test them. Very nice. Vanessa building something. I would have never thought that happened. Hey, Monica, hope you're doing good. Blake said, watching the draft and Rajay at the same time. There you go.
Nope. They took Patrick.
Vanessa said, I think she missed the ABV on yours, Todd.
11.7.
Yeah, sessional.
Yeah, sessionable.
Hey, Blake, how's you, bro?
Took the cornerback out of Alabama.
Oh. Me too, JV. Hey, Rajay, I'm just curious. Are you going to be visiting Jersey this year? Let me know. Yeah, I mean, right now, it looks like some point this year, either towards later in the summer or in the fall, but it looks like probably will get up there. Trying to debate if I'm going to drive or fly up because I may want to stop in Pittsburgh or something on the way up there. I find when I drive, I can do beer runs on the way, so which makes it nice.
I think they're surprising me because everybody had Justin Fields going to Denver.
Who'd Denver take?
They took cornerback from Alabama, Satine or however you say his name, the second.
Well, maybe they're working that deal then to get Rodgers there.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is like maybe they do have something going for Rodgers.
Blake said, cheers to Steve. Good to see you, bro. Just waiting to see how far Fields and Mac drop. My hubby had a headache for 2 weeks from his vaccine. I got my shots and nothing happened. Yeah, I got my second one, and I had a little bit of arm fatigue like on Saturday. I got it on a Friday. I was a little bit more tired Friday afternoon. Saturday, I was feeling a little bit more tired. It is Sunday. Got a little bit better, and I was good to go. But didn't really have any headache. Didn't have any nausea. I did look for the symptoms. I had the Pfizer shot. They said tiredness was one of the things, so I attributed it to that. But after that first couple of days, everything else is good.
Our daughter had her first one on Monday.
Oh, did she get one? Okay.
She got I think she got Pfizer also.
Pfizer?
Yeah. She was kind of in the air. She didn't really want to get it, and then I don't know if she changed her mind, decided to get it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, they're talking about the booster shots, which will probably be down the line. They're actually saying they may be in a pill form now. So,
yeah.
That could be a lot easier, maybe.
I mean, you figure you got to do the flu every year if you do the flu shot.
Yeah. Steve said, good to see you, Blake. Apologies, I missed you live the other night, mate. We'll join you next one. Nice. Yeah, Collected Beard has been an interesting one. Anytime, Steve. I got to make a run tomorrow as well. Being sober sucks, LOL. You have any you're lowering your magic water there, Blake?
I was going to say, it's got to be easy for Blake, doesn't it? It's just one bottle and you're out.
Jerry says, my Chiefs don't even have a pick in the first round. Well, you've been to 2 straight Super Bowls, so.
Yeah.
Let some other people try to get some talent. Waddle went to the Dolphins. It's 11.7 ABV. That's what Monica told Vanessa. Did the Patriots buy anyone?
Not yet.
That's funny.
Give them out.
Man, who's Bill going to pull out this time, right? That sucks, bro. I doubt, however, you'll need one as good as y'all are. Yeah, KC's pretty much set. Jeremy, y'all traded for an offensive lineman, so technically you got to pick, LOL. Yeah, Waddle and Tua going to hook up again. Jeremy said, true. Not yet, Vanessa. Have you tried Narragansett beers? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Narragansett actually are pretty decent lagers as well. So I don't drink them as much, but we do get them here in a couple spots. But that's kind of one of those ones that kind of gets overlooked as well. I think as far as being a lager, you can actually enjoy rather easily. Have you had those, Todd?
I have not.
Narragansett?
No.
You know, when I saw an ad for the other day, which I haven't had like in years, was Burger Beer. I saw one of the places have burger. I was like, you know what? I might want to pick one of those just for shits and giggles to see if it's like what I remember from back in the day.
They still make those?
Yeah, I didn't think they still made them either, but yeah, you can still get Burger Beers.
I mean, that's one of those you have to try if you see one, right? I mean, you almost
yeah.
That at least, you know?
I still got to do a Mickey's review at some point here on the channel. Can't believe Smith is still available. He won the Heisman. Well, it's a matter of where that need is. I mean, the one receiver the Bengals took was rated above him. He just didn't play last year. Like, whoever gets him is going to be the best wide receiver in the draft. Yeah.
I thought
It'd be tough.
Maybe I missed that. Oh no.
I don't think Smith went yet. Unless you haven't told me if Smith went.
No, that was Waddell.
Yeah. I really like the caramel ones too, right? Yeah, the caramel. You get a bag, you put the caramel in with the brownie ones, and then you just make a mix. Pick up which ones they actually go great together. There, the Shadow Maple Stouts I have are incredibly tasty. Vermont Brewing Company. Well, you definitely get spoiled on beers up there from Vermont and Connecticut and around that area. Good beer being made. Cowboys pick coming up. Yes, sir. Wait a second, Blake was cheers, buddy. You guys in the U.S. have amazing food. M&M brownie and others. All we have is something called a Jaffa cake. LOL. Yeah, but I bet you guys are lower for people with diabetes. It runs rampant in the States.
There ain't no doubt about that.
Wilford Brimley gets around more than Santa Claus nowadays, so.
I was like, you see him knocking, you want to run the other way.
Right.
Well, I think you have to run now. No, there's down the street. Going down the street.
Free Bud Light after golf ultimate Rod J deal. I don't know if I would put Free Bud Light as a Rod J deal.
Even Rod J deals have a
Yeah. Yeah, so when we golfed, it was one of our local bars. They actually still do it. I haven't played it in a while, but we play at one of the local golf courses, and then when you come back to the bar, it's like all free Bud Light that you want to drink from, draft or whatever. But even I have limits. Like, I've had a few, and it's like, okay, I need to get a different beer now. I got Bud Light fatigue.
It's still free though.
It is still free. It's still free and stuff. But yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of hard
But-
to fight that when it's free.
But the thing is, on the golf course, we all got like beer and all that stuff out there in our bags or whiskey and stuff anyway. So it's kind of like, yeah, it becomes a booze fest by the end of the night.
That's true. That is true. And among other stuff, probably.
You ever watch like a bunch of drunk guys trying to calculate the correct score on cornhole? I mean, it gets crazy.
Yeah. 5-4. Wait, that was 5-4 9 throws ago. What do you mean? Okay, 16-14. Wait, that's too high. What are you talking about? Yeah. I don't know. Next team to score 4 points wins. Who cares what
Oh man, Jaffa cake sounds good. LOL. Blake said, "I bet EB's got Jaffa cakes from all stuff that he's got from the UK. That man's getting everything sent his way. Cowgirls are going with Dalton.
He just had like 30-something boxes sent to him or something.
Yeah.
Good Lord. They never have to go to the groceries anymore.
I wonder if in the UK if they think like EB is like their Mikey, like our Mikey back in the day. Mikey eats anything, so they keep sending EB stuff to see if he actually eats it. Like he's the UK Mikey now.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. Send it to EB and see what you think.
EBAK Mikey. UK Mikey. Oh, Wayne. I need to get some dinner. My tummy's grumbling. Cheers, Rod, Todd, Chad. Cheers, Monica. Thanks for swinging in as always, my friend. Y'all don't know Monica. Make sure y'all check out her channel. She has some fun streams over there too. Cheers, Bossy Gilbert. Cheers, Monica. 7 minutes until Jerry Jones picks. So Jerry Jones on the clock now? Cowboys?
Well, he might be now. Might be minute 9, but the Eagles are picking now. I might.
Okay. Blake TV, they are mad low biscuit type things. LOL.
Giants are up next, and then Dallas.
The G, man.
The G, man.
Yeah, NFC East was terrible last year, right? They're all like behind each other.
Right now, it's Philly, Giants, and then Dallas.
Yeah. I had my second Pfizer on Saturday. Minimal side effects. Yeah, so it wasn't bad with the Pfizer. Either way, Roger, I look forward to actually hanging out with you this year, no matter what in person. Yeah, I would definitely keep you posted there as well, my friend. It'd be a great time.
Alabama. Oh, there's Smith.
He went to Philly? There you go.
That's like the third pick for Alabama in the top 10.
I got both my Moderna and just a bit of a sore arm is all. There you go. I'm glad that people are definitely getting them done. Brenton,
Alex is up in the East Coast, isn't he?
He's Jersey. He's actually, Alex lives about 15 minutes from my mom's house up in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's real close there. Brenton, what do y'all do for work, if you don't mind me asking? I actually work in the insurance financial sales area, not like an insurance salesman, but I'm pretty much what you call financial wholesaler. So I work with financial advisors on using products.
And I just got a new job last summer due to COVID, and I'm actually working for a bank kind of processing home mortgages. So I don't actually do any wheeling and dealing, but it's kind of do on the backside of all the home loans that come into the bank.
Just really waiting to get paid off this whole beer thing, right? So that's the goal. But I'm going to crack open another beer here. For this next beer, I will be cracking open the Sierra Nevada Wonderland Nectarine Ale. So this is one I actually did a review on the channel as well. I think I'm turning off that other light.
For like $4.99 or something, didn't you?
Yeah, something like that.
$9.99 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was some crazy number for a 6-pack. I mean, I pretty much said, let me do you a favor and I'll take it off your hands for you.
Is that the one you got 2-packs of?
No, that's the Stone Cocaveza.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those are downstairs. I haven't even cracked those open yet. But those will definitely work.
All right, let's see. My second one I'm going to pop open is one from... I should turn on more light.
Nectarine Wonderland. Oh, let me see here.
Up last week, maybe. Soul Man. Salted caramel brown ale.
Oh, let me see here. Do the Patriots trade their quarterback of theirs? I don't think the Patriots trade their quarterback that I'm aware of. Right, level people must finish the pint and go to bed. So say night, everyone. Rod, I'll message you Sunday. Man, Todd, all the best. Blake, Kitty, take care. All the best, guys. You too, Steve. And always appreciate you swinging in and spending a little time with us. Yeah, let me know about Sunday. I should be around for the most part there. There you go. Put it there. Well, then it blocks. There you go. Yeah, and I'll sit this way. Oh, let me go back to the other screen. I don't know why I'm still there. What did you get?
Soulman Aleman Brewing Company, salted caramel brown ale.
Oh, you're definitely gonna have Wilford Brimley. You're gonna have Wilford Brimley show up tonight for sure.
I think they're out of Chicago. Yeah, Chicago.
Chi-Town.
I just picked this one up maybe a week ago, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
First time I've ever seen it. I think it's the only thing they had from it. So I was like, oh, it's a brown ale. I like brown ales, and it's just one of those, which I know you really like brown ales, but it's just one of those I don't really pick up that often. I don't know why, because I always enjoy them. I don't know why I don't get them. So I thought I was like, oh.
Well, you don't see a lot of them now out there really either, which I wish they'd make more. But I always like a nice brown ale. Gilbert said, I'll take the shots, but definitely against pill form. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, that's one of the things they were talking about. I don't even know if they'll get it down by the end of the year, but that's one of the things they were looking at doing. Jerry said, first I've heard of having a pill form. Yeah, I forgot which one is doing it, but it was like, I watched CNBC during the whole day pretty much with work and everything, and one of the pieces was about it possibly going to pill form by the end of the year. Mickey's beer review, last one on Raj's list. Yeah, I've seen Mickey's. I just haven't picked it up. I mean, you can actually get a 6-pack of the bottles, and it's like only like $5.99 for a 6-pack, so it's not bad at all. I don't know if that's a deal or if that's just regular price, but that's what they cost. Black Label, if you hunt them down enough, my uncles drank that. Yeah, there are like the Black Label ones as well. That's an old school one right there. That's like still pretty popular. I don't know if it's still popular now, but it used to be really popular up in Canada. Gilbert probably knows that one. Dallas just traded their pick to the hated Eagles. What the fuck is Jerry Jones doing? Unbelievable. No. Well, probably he's getting some other picks out of it or something. I don't know. It's Jerry Jones. He's a wheeler dealer. The Cowboys trade their pick away. Well, that's how the Eagles got it from the Cowboys in. They probably picked up a later pick from the Eagles, yeah.
Well, they've got the 12th pick coming up, it says.
Well, they probably took the Eagles pick, and then they probably got another pick from them in later round or something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So they only dropped back like one spot. Maybe.
Yeah, so whoever they were gunning for is still on the board. It can make sense. See, Gilbert knows. Old Carling Black Label, yeah.
Colts are notorious for doing that with our GM that we have now with Ballard.
Yeah.
He does. I'm kind of curious to see if they take a pick or they trade it away. We haven't had a first-round pick since 2018.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could say last year we did trade a first-round pick for Buckner out of San Francisco, DeForest Buckner. So.
Let's see, Jeremy, just remember you can always be a Chiefs fan like me, Blake. Lifeline being thrown. Yeah, I'm losing it over here. Sounding better every day, JV. Get Jerry Jones some Call of Duty so you can take him out for that move. Elbow, what is going on? It's been a while. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well down there in Tampa. Those M&M brownies are crack. Exactly. Yeah, they're addicted. If that was with like Oxycontin and them taste alike, I can see why people be hooked.
Now, is that one they make all the time, or is that a special one that they come out with?
The brownie one?
Yeah.
I think when it first came out, it was kind of like something different they were doing, but it caught on that they pretty much do it all the time now. Because I see it all the time, and the caramel is out. They just came out with they have another one that's out there too. I can't remember what it was, but I didn't pick it up. But the Reese's came out with ones now with pretzels in the peanut butter cup, which is interesting.
Yeah, that can't be bad either.
No. I haven't had those, but yeah. Elbow, what's up, my friend JV said. Cheers, Elbow. Searching for the most stuff Oreos tomorrow and the M&M fudge brownies. I will say, though, I think the most stuff, I did see it last week here, Vanessa. I didn't pick up any of them, though. But they are out. And again, I'm just happy that I don't see the pink donut ones, because the pink donut Oreos were the ones that had me hooked there. Doing good, JV and Blake. Cheers. 2-burner flat steel griddle incoming for the smoker. Nice. Cowgirls traded their pick from McCarthy diet program. That's pretty funny, Gilbert. Brownies, yum. Unreal. Dallas trades picks to a division rival so Eagles can draft Smith, the Heisman winner. Damn my Cowboys. Well, you should be used to Jerry Jones and what he does now. Didi in the house. What is up, Rajay? Tay Todd. Cheers all. I am back at work. Need another vacation. What's going on? It's been a while. I thought you were like on a PJ tour or something.
Probably just finishing up on the 19th hole somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, I was looking on the weekends to see his name pop up there on the charts. He's been golfing so much. Like, what a time to run out of magic water, right? You need it tonight, right? Cheers, Didi. And math teacher, semi-retired. To be semi-retired is always a goal.
Apparently today is International Dance Day.
International Dance Day?
I just unlocked that badge on Untap.
Huh.
International Dance Day.
What's that got to do with the beer, though, I wonder?
And just grab a beer and lose yourself to dance. Cut loose and boogie today with millions of people around the world celebrating International Dance Day.
Does that mean everybody should dance? Everybody should throw a cup?
I guess I assume that they assume you're drunk if you're dancing. I don't know, or drinking while you're dancing. I'm not really sure. Also got the Derby badge too, which I didn't know they had Derby badge.
So is everybody's like you throw in Footloose or something? Because it's dance day. Maybe a little flash dance.
So for International Dance Day, you should get up and do a little jiggy for us.
Okay. You get up and do a little jiggy for her.
It's my idea. No, it's my idea. You can't turn it all around on me like that.
Shout out to Bounty. They're over there on another channel talking about video games. I cannot relate. Well, you got two guys here to play video games, so we're not talking about them, right? Also retired military, yes.
I was close to getting COD a couple days ago.
It's on sale. You should get it.
I know. That's why I got it.
And then if you get it, you have to wait like 2 days to play it because of all the downloads.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, let's say Hater Bourbon.
Next weekend.
Back to Vanessa. What is up, my high brother, Bourbon? You should get a sales job for a brewery, Rod. I thought about that before, and I've actually know people in the industry. But here's the thing. Like, I like doing the beer reviews and, like, the blog I do and stuff that I do, like, on Twitter and Instagram and the podcast that I launched and all that kind of stuff. If you go to a brewery, you pretty much have to lock it down. Like, one of my friends, he's actually the marketing head at Mad Tree, and he used to be a big blogger and stuff too, but once he signed on with Mad Tree, he had to pretty much shelve all that stuff. So, which is cool. He likes working at Mad Tree, but I kind of like having that independent type thing so I can talk about however I want to talk about the different breweries and stuff like that and not feel restrained, which is good. But I don't know. If I had a good offer or something I was looking at that was really of interest, I wouldn't not work for a brewery. That's for sure.
You know who I looked into when they first came around, maybe a year or two in existence?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do like regional sales or something for them was Braxton.
Oh, Braxton? Yeah. And which is growing like crazy because they got 4 locations
here now.
At
the time I was thinking, I mean, how long are they going to be around? I don't know about this. But then also our local establishment I go to, the liquor store, he's like, they don't make very good money. You want to go there, do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe not. But the perks got to be so good.
Yeah, I would say for what I do and what I would make there, I mean, it would definitely be a cut. The salaries that I know from the salespeople aren't maybe as high as we just went versus some other careers. But the freedom they get, the fun they have, it's kind of where you put the value at, right? So
exactly.
Yeah, that's really what it gets down to.
Like,
so the people that I know that do that have a blast and they have a great time doing it. So how do you put a number value on that?
Yeah, sure.
James said, I double check the dates on beer. I always check the dates on beer. I always brought some IPA can in December. That's a little too old for that style. Yeah. Whenever I go in, I always check the dates. And anybody that buys beers, pretty much, you should always kind of just to make sure. Most places, I think, are pretty reputable on the dates, so you should be in good shape. But I found some that were like older beers that were like, are you kidding me? It's funny when they're like, when people like ask you to like make sure everything's all right. It's like, yeah, I'm just checking the dates on the beer just to make sure I don't find any older ones here and stuff like that. Like that kind of keeps them on their toes to make sure they're checking stuff as well. But yeah, buying in December with an IPA, it wouldn't be fully terrible because usually those things can go 6 months or so, but you would definitely have a little bit of a toned down, I think, on the hops and everything for where if you wanted to get that fresh type feel on it. But most of the times when they make the IPA beers, they're usually looking at about within that 6 month window. But someone will say to try to drink as fresh as possible in a can too.
Man, I similar with even with like stout, there's a lot of adjuncts in them. You don't want them to sit.
Yeah, it depends. That's the other thing. It depends on which one it is, right? So if it's something that's kind of a certain type of IPA where it's going to fade out, then that can be an issue. Just like there's some stouts that can lose a little bit if they're kind of like some of the sweeter type things, but usually stouts you're okay. If you're like cellaring beer, like a rule of thumb is usually around 8% ABV to do so, but you have to know the beers, know the styles, know what you can actually get away with. But when you look at most beers, they're usually like 6 months to a year, and a lot of the beers they'll put out there for the dates.
You're right, yeah. So real quick, the guy just announced whoever the Dallas Cowboys was picking reminded me of Cedric the Entertainer. Why he was announcing this pick, I have no idea because I don't have it was so funny. I was like, what is this dude? Is this the guy that's actually they're drafting? But it wasn't.
Yeah. After watching some of those fake boxing matches, any announcer just needs to be Snoop Dogg from now on. After watching what he did with those boxing matches, Snoop Dogg should just be announcing everything.
I'm ready to say that. Now, what he had was 2 weeks ago when that Jake Paul dude box was the funniest freaking. It was hysterical.
Yeah,
it was so funny.
Yeah, sales jobs and like some of the brand ambassadors don't really pay too much. I mean, it will be more kind of getting your foot in the door place. And I know people that share beers, like the brand ambassadors, they go for different breweries and they go on site and they say, hey, drink this beer or drink that. I wouldn't really want to do anything along those lines. I'd be more like in the field that I do in the financial area. If I was to go into brewing, it'd be kind of the same thing where I would call some of these companies to have them stock our beer into them and why they should stock their beer into their stores type thing. So I'd have to be some type of role like that.
I think that's kind of what the travel sales guys do for them, though, isn't it?
They do. They do. The sales guys usually will also work with distribution for them to be under the distributor, and the distributor will work with the retailers to have it stocked in the store. So they're pitching the distributors. Yeah. Distributors are pitching the retailers. It depends on where your state. It might get a little funky in between there because we got always the way that we have the 3-tier system is one of the more screwier type things when it comes to alcohol distribution, which sucks. That's why you could be next door to a state and not get a beer, and someone could be 5 states away and they're getting a beer because the way it's all set up there.
Yeah, it's weird. This is like with the Abraxas out of St. Louis.
Yeah.
I can't get it, but Joe up in Buffalo gets it.
Yeah. It's like Craig over Camp Beer Reviews.
All these states. Yeah.
It's like Craig will get Treehouse, and we can't get Treehouse. So it's like, right. Yeah. James said, yeah.
First thing I've had from him.
Well, he's in Chicago, so he knows the breweries. Cheers to bourbon. Good to see you, brother Blake said there. Blake TV. Dog's excited again. Might be Shannon coming home.
Yeah, she's gone, so she'll be coming back at any point.
Yeah.
I'll let the other dogs out so they can bark out there.
He said, hey, Vanessa, hope you're doing well. Hey, Elbow. Dee doing good. Oh, hey, Vanessa. Blake is the co-CEO of the Cowboys. He's the silent partner. Destin always lose the league at season start. Dallas. That's pretty good, Bounty. I see what you did there.
That is pretty good.
They have not put the chocolate covered mint Oreos out this year. They should show up soon. We've actually had the mint Oreos here. I've never got the mint ones. I didn't feel like I was going to probably enjoy those as much, but we've had those here. I don't know if they're still here or gone by now. America gets the shot and straight out the junk food on the way home, right? That's how we do in America. We don't have laws restricting our food here, Gilbert, like you guys do up in the Great North. What I do cannot be called dancing because I can't stay on beat. I just wiggle around, fall off time, and eventually look like I'm having a seizure. I think I might have been to a party with you, Bounty. I've seen that dance before.
Yeah. Don't see dance. Oh, speaking of.
Jerry Jones reminds me of John Mecom, the Saints' original owner who meddled so much that they never won until he sold the team in the 80s. Yeah. But Jerry's won. That's a problem. Like, he won off of Jimmy building the teams there. So he thinks he knows what to do now, but it's like, you're not Jimmy Johnson either. And if he wouldn't have ran Jimmy out, they would have had more titles, I think, during the 90s. I was in Merida, Mexico for 9 days. Just got back this week. Those 3 days were brutal. I sent you pics of the beers I had when I was in Mexico. I did see those. I didn't know you were in Mexico, though. So that's nice. Why were the 3 days brutal, though? Oh, those 3 days this week at work. That's what was brutal. I need a break and get break off tomorrow. He sounds like me when I come back off a break. Oh, that was a tough week. You only here 2 days. Oh, but 2 days it was rough. $500K a year. Would you take a job, Rajay? Yeah. $500K a year.
Oh yeah.
I would love Pass Blue Ribbon or Claim to for $500K a year. Shoot, I'd go sell the hell out of Milwaukee's Best for $500K a year. I'd have everybody thinking Milwaukee's Best was the best beer ever. You need this beast. You need this beast in your life.
Yeah.
Military used the same discussion about pay as well. All the perks added to being enlisted. Yeah. I would be convincing as hell too. I would too. I'd sell anything for $500K a year. Yeah.
No kidding.
You can sell or saison, blended sours, lambic, and even certain dark lagers around 6. You can even go lower on some of the lambics. I mean, there's some of those lambics, people can hold those for a few years if sold properly too. And those are usually around 3 to 4 or even under 3 sometimes. It's all how you take care of it and know how the style actually goes and how to actually treat it and everything. I can't believe it. I'm at the end of the comments right now. That don't mean everybody start typing comments right now, but I'm at the end.
Damn. Last time that happened.
Yeah, I'm actually caught up at this point. So, what was I going to talk about? Oh, so I was waiting to see if Emerson showed up because Emerson had a question last week before we had to shut down that I remembered and I wrote down on the big board because we were talking about all the different stuff as he always pops questions up about the 80s and the 90s and different stuff. We were supposed to talk about videos, MTV videos.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Yeah, like some of the favorite videos we had on MTV back in the day. But I was going to wait till Emerson gets here, who might pop in here in a little bit. So, but I did remember that. But I have to give a shout out to the Cold Brew podcast as well, to Mark and his brother Greg. I actually posted on my Facebook earlier, which I think you may have seen a Todd there. But they actually had me on their podcast Sunday that they released tonight. It was kind of interesting. They actually did a rap draft of the various rappers from any time period, all kind of any time frame, him, his brother, and a friend, and they put together teams, like how they drafted the teams out, and then on the podcast, they had me rate out their teams on my back end of being like in DJing and the music and all that stuff back in the 90s and stuff, kind of giving a rating on stuff. So that was a fun that was a fun podcast to actually do with them, but
So-
kind of going through some of the MCs that they had picked and who was off the list, who should have been on the list, and things along those lines.
So they would take a rapper or MC, like as the number one pick, who would they take, and then go from there?
Yeah, so when they did it, like the number one person, the first person took was Biggie. He was the number one drafted. And then I forgot who the second one drafted, the third, but like Biggie was number one. Tupac was like in the third round because everybody's talking about Biggie and Tupac. I think the second or third might have been Rakim. But they went through like 7 rounds of them drafting rappers from different any period, any time, who they all had on there. So it was pretty fun. It was interesting to see, and then I was kind of breaking down who was kind of the bigger names back then, who was doing what, who may have been missed, and then telling some of the stories. So I might load that up. If I can upload it somehow to the hip hop channel, then I'll put the podcast up there, because it's, like I said, it's in a podcast form. I pulled it off of iTunes earlier. I just need to see if I can save it somehow and then upload it to that so people can hear it. Or if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can see it on Facebook too. But shout out to them for inviting me in, because that was a good time.
That's cool. Yeah, for me, it'd probably be Rakim.
Yeah. So, yeah, they'd ask me like over one, like the best lyricists back then. Back in the day, it was more, it's tough, but like Rakim would have been a top one. But then, KRS One was pretty big too. There was so much more competition and variety because you didn't have all the corporations owning the stations and stuff back then. You had more independent type things. So you had different sounds than now, where everybody kind of sounds alike except for a few outliers. You know what I mean? Well, hell, I can't help it, Rajay. Have to type stuff. I'll stop typing now because I have to go. You have to go to bed already, Bounty?
Oh,
all right, brother. It's great having you on board. But no, that was a fun thing. And then we were talking a little bit earlier, but this weekend is actually Derby weekend. Which is kind of weird because I don't know. It feels weird because that like Derby weekend being done, and for those of you who don't know, Todd's like right across the border from Louisville, so that's where the Derby will be down there. It's kind of like it almost has a sense of normalcy in the air because people are like going to the Derby this year, So
so the local news I watch in the mornings before I go to work, they showed them. They've been there most all of the local news channels will broadcast there all week for Derby week. And so they showed it, but it's still, I don't know what the percentage is. They still had like every other section was like parked off. They just sit there.
Oh, really? So they are limiting some of the seating then, probably.
Yeah. And there's so many allowed in the infield and so many seats sold, I guess, in the actual grandstand.
Well, are they doing the Oaks tomorrow? Do you know?
Yeah. Yep. Oaks tomorrow. And today, so I would say, God, how long ago has it been? So I used to go to the Oaks every year. So a good friend of mine back then, we don't talk as much now anymore, but he used to be a manager of a golf store. So he had a bunch of reps that used to come in and stuff, whatever. So we used to get box seats for the Oaks, like around the first turn. We had our own betting window and buffet, and all the drinks you could drink was all counted. We just got free tickets. So back then, the Oaks was kind of the locals' day. We'd go to the Oaks.
Right.
The Derby was always so crowded, right? So everybody would go to the Oaks day. Well, then the Oaks got so big, and then probably the last 10, 12 years, maybe longer than that, I don't know, at least last 10 or 12. Now it's on Thursday, which would be today, and they call it Thurby. So Thurby is like a local day to go. So Thurby is like a big deal now. So now it's like there's no like big races or anything like the Oaks are. Like the Oaks is all the female horses that run for the Oaks.
Yeah.
And that used to be the local day. So it was always the locals then, and it was always big. But now it's over 100,000 for the Oaks too, and Derby.
Yeah.
Well, not this year, but in years past. So
Yeah, I
I've
know
been to
people.
Oaks a bunch, but I've never been to Derby. But I've been to Churchill Downs. Shit, my dad used to go all the time, so we go just about every Sunday when I was a kid. We'd always go every Sunday, Mother's Day and whatever. And you'd spend Sundays there. Sometimes during the week if he was on vacation. So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care to go for Derby. Like I don't want to get in all that nonsense and pay $50 to park in somebody's backyard down the street from the racetrack, which is what they do. They sell their,
Yeah.
if you can park in their front yard, they're selling spots for $50 a piece. Like what the hell? Well, I mean, good for them,
Well,
I guess. But,
well, that's why some people would go to the Oaks instead of Derby, because the Derby, how much it would
yeah,
cost you. But
exactly. And now the Oaks is not quite as bad still as Derby, but now it's still over like 100,000 people go to the Oaks. So
yeah,
So now they call Thursday Derby for the locals, and that's mostly the local day. So it's a big day. Like we had, I don't know, 4 or 5 people didn't work today because they were going over to Churchill for the reason. Spend their time over there today. So it's like, okay.
yeah. Let's see here. The problem with Canada is that our protectionism laws make local grown and raised food cheaper than processed imported food from America. Sorry for being a socialist host. Yeah. Well, it's better for you for sure. Yeah. My picks would have been Nas and Pun. Yeah, Nas was actually Nas was drafted on it, but Nas would have been one of the top one. Like we were talking about, who would have been what? I said, well, if back then, kind of if you had like a Rushmore or whatever, I said like Rakim might be on it. I think I mentioned Nas possibly. I said what has really overlooked is really Busta Rhymes. He's one of the ones that's really overlooked. Him and Guru from Gangstar, both highly overlooked. But people don't realize like Busta Rhymes was like one of the first ones to actually take the music and the way he did the syncing of his words to the music, going slow, speeding it up, throwing in reggae, throwing in different type of things. In the 90s, you couldn't even make a remix legit unless Busta Rhymes was on it. So it's like people don't understand that. If you don't see him like freestyle, like Busta Rhymes is like they said there's 2 MCs they said you never give a mic to if you're holding a concert. Busta Rhymes and KRS-One, because you don't want to follow either of those. So
yeah. It's funny you mentioned them because I was just getting ready to say that. Like, what's up, Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, like Busta wasn't drafted by anyone. I'm telling you right now, I can't even take it legit because you don't got Busta Rhymes on here.
What about was Eminem on board at all?
Yeah, Eminem was drafted. Yeah, he was drafted on there. He was like, I think maybe second round or something like that and everything. So, I mean, Eminem was drafted. Jay-Z was. I think Jay-Z might have been like the 3rd pick of the first round. I'm trying to remember offhand. And then, actually, do I have that here? I may have that. Let me take a look here.
It was a little high for him, but
I was trying to think if I have the picture.
I was just curious about Eminem.
What were you gonna say?
I was just curious. I was just curious about Eminem because everybody was talking about how great of a lyricist he is and how he can like fit rhymes or whatever, So I was just wondering if he got drafted or where he would have fell at.
Yeah. I mean, you could always say like he has skills. Like he's not a top 5 for me. He probably could be like kind of in the top 10, possibly, depending, or top 20 maybe. But okay, so here is. I'll pull it up here if you want to, so you can see it.
I was just thinking about what about LL Cool J?
Yeah, he was drafted on there, which I was glad to see because a lot of people sleep on LL, especially not knowing his early stuff that he had done too.
I think for me, if you look back at his albums and stuff when he come out with things, I kind of feel like he was sort of a pioneer. Like he kind of went with the flow of how music was trending. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't like back in the early days. It was more of the hip hop, like jukebox or the jam box on your shoulder type rap or whatever.
Well,
But
I mean, his
feel
first
like
album, his first album was Radio, so
well, yeah.
there
But
was
I
a
mean, that's
reason
what I'm
for
saying.
that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he started there, but I feel like he actually grew kind of with the industry a little bit. He kind of changed his style along the way too, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
kind of fit with what was going on. Like he didn't always just stay back in the '80s like it was. You know, like some people don't have that, can't adapt like that. But I always felt he kind of moved forward with kind of the genre, how it moved along too.
Yeah, he was definitely innovator for when it early on, and we talked about it in the podcast. Like I mentioned, like when there was a movie called Crush Groove, and when it came out, the biggest impact was LL when he did the radio scene. People were just like, "Who is that?" Like, and kind of blew up from there. But this is a breakdown of what it was when we did the show with their. This was their draft picks that they had actually made here. Make it a little bigger, and so like Biggie was the first one, and then second was Meth, and then third was Jay-Z, and then
surprising for that being number 2.
I didn't ask if they snaked it though, if they went in order. I think they went in order when they did it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because most Def, a lot of people don't realize how good he was too. So that was good to see him on there. Then Eminem, then Kendrick, then Rakim was third, Ice Cube, Big Daddy Kane. So you can see the people picked, but it was kind of like Busta wasn't on the list, which was like a big thing there. Q-Tip's on the list, but Q-Tip's excellent as well. But I'm like, Tribe Called Quest, like I was always more of a fan of Phife than even Q-Tip. So,
right. I feel
like to me, Nicki Minaj is nowhere should be on the list. I know the middle was my buddy Greg that did his. He said he picked up Nicki Minaj because he wanted to have a woman on the squad too. And I'm like, well, she's all right, but she's kind of like, to me, she's just like another version of a Little Kim, kind of later on in later years type thing. But I'm like,
how would you pick her over Queen Latifah?
Well, like Latifah, I mentioned, we were talking about that as well. I talked about like Roxanne Shante and talked about like MC Light would be MC Light would be the ultimate female one for me.
True, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
I don't really know. I didn't know DaBaby as much. That's one of the newer type artists, but I'm like, you don't have like Guru. He's not on the list, and he was always great for the lyrics. A lot of people really looked at what he had done there as well. You look on here, KRS-One's not on the list. So if KRS-One's not on the list, that alone is going to tell you something's off.
Yeah. I feel like Common being last there, I think he's kind of underrated too.
Yeah, he's underrated too. But I knew Common when it was just Common Sense was the name of the group too. Yeah. So there were definitely some people missed, but that's the whole thing of these lists, right? That's just like the football polls. It's controversy.
Well,
sure, there's always going to be that discussion of who should not be there, who should be there. One of the upcoming lyricists that really had his career cut short was DOC. He was actually a great lyricist coming out, but then when he lost his vocal cords, he couldn't really rap anymore, but he did a lot of writing as well too for people. So
out of this group here, would you put Ice-T up there at all?
Do what? What'd you say?
Would you put Ice-T in that list at all, Rick?
I don't think I'd put Ice-T probably in, like, if it was like 21 rappers here, I wouldn't have Ice-T in there. Ice-T definitely did what he did, but he wouldn't be one of my probably top 21 out there.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. To me, what made Ice-T was his vocal sound, like the way he kind of came across. You know what I mean? Like
he had the style, yeah.
Yeah, he was just different in that.
I mean, Nas being in the 6th round, that's way too low for him. He should be up higher from what I would have looked at there as well. But yeah, Kanye's always a mixed bag for me. Like his early stuff I really liked, but his other stuff was just too commercialized. It was just like, he's a come or go type artist. I don't really care as much about much of the stuff that he does now as much. So, but it was a fun time. It was great discussion. A lot of people would be like Tupac in the 4th round would be too low as well. So, but there's just a lot of history there lost Todd there for a second, that it's hard to get them all in there for who would do what. So let me see here. Yeah, Nas and Pun. I thought about Pun too, because Pun was definitely underestimated for him. People forget about him with him dying so early. Yeah.
No,
I was like Chubb.
I'm sorry, what I was going to say was like, what about Chuck D?
Chuck D would be. Chuck D was always like one of the top rappers. I mean, I've always been a huge Public Enemy fan. That's probably my number one fan. But I'm like, I guess it depends if you're looking at just being a rapper, or if you're looking at also being an MC. Like Chuck D's not an MC as much as a hip hop rapper, so to speak. You know, I look at an MC like Rakim as different type of genre in there. Right. MC is definitely different than just being a rapper. But as far as a rapper, as far as making you think, like if this was a list of top rappers that makes you think, Chuck D would be one of the top ones right on the list for sure.
What about Shock G?
Shock G was a good rapper. I mean, I actually, you know, RIP to him, but I actually got to interview him back in the day as well. But it was more just he had the love of the art and he knew how to rap, but it wasn't like, I would say he was going to be on the top ones, because the top ones kind of take you on a ride when they're doing a song. For instance, Slick Rick wasn't on there. Slick Rick should be on there as one of the top rappers. Slick Rick wasn't listed on there. So when you have these top rappers, like, you know, like with Ice Cube on there, it's like they provide a vision that takes you along with the ride for the song, rather than just, you know, kind of putting the words together and feeling good. It's how deep you want to go into it. So I would say, like, if it was a party rapper, then it's like Shock G would be a top one there. So you have to break them down to what categories where people feel like Biz Markie would be a party rapper to me versus kind of like that intellectual type rapper. You know what I mean? So
that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, kind of different. And they couldn't do any groups. They couldn't do any groups. So like you don't see like Wu-Tang Clan on that. I mean, you have Method Man that you could do an individual from a group, but you couldn't do a whole group. But you know, if you look into the Wu-Tang Clan, like RZA, some of the stuff he does has been great. Or if you look at Ghostface, some of the stuff he's done has been great. You can break out those individual artists on some stuff too. So it's tough. It's a tough decision, but it was kind of fun. I never seen anybody do a rap draft like that before. So it was interesting to see them do that. You know, DMX wasn't on there, which DMX was definitely, I guess DMX was one of those clients that could kind of be that party rapper or that MC hip hop type thing too. I don't know. He would have been, I don't know if he'd have made it into my top 21, but he'd have probably been top 25 or somewhere in there. I mean, he can make you ascend. Like, and it was more not just here when DMX did the songs, but even when you listen to the album, the little breaks and stuff he did in between, like the prayer type things, made you even think. Like when he wasn't even rapping, he was just talking about other deep stuff. He was always just solid.
Yeah.
So yeah. Did he say, I heard the horses are running with the mask on, but not the jockeys. The horses are worth more. The Laffy Taffy says it all. I can see it wiggling and jiggling, rated A for adults. That Laffy Taffy. Wayne said, I do that for $250K a year, LOL. So yeah, $250, I would be out there selling Milwaukee's best too. Redman is forgotten as well. Yeah. See, Redman, he just blew it up like crazy, like on when he came out of the gate out of New Jersey and stuff. So yeah. I still remember his like Young MTV Cribs episode, as we talked about MTV earlier. That was one of the funniest Cribs episodes because he was back in Newark, New Jersey, and still in the same, I would say, a kind of rundown apartment or whatever. But he's like, I ain't changing, you know. All right, and he's just, you know, he was banking his money and stuff, but he was still staying right there where he had been before he became big.
Always like that. Everybody always said, "This is where the magic happens."
Yeah.
That was everybody saying. This is where the
Young TV Cribs. There's a show we didn't talk about before. Do y'all watch basketball? Yeah, definitely. I watch more college than pro, but I will get into pro now as we head into like the summer months. I watch some of that. Although I'm not really as dedicated anymore. I used to be a big Lakers fan back in the day, and then I became a Heat fan when Shaq went to the Heat. But nowadays I just kind of watch it if it's on.
Come on, Brandon. I live in Indiana. What do you think?
And then Didi said, Run DMC didn't make the cut. Well, they couldn't do a group, so it had to be Run or DMC, which, you know, as being originators, you have Run and you have DMC. And I've always liked them. They're legends in my book. But I don't know if they would be, I don't think for me they would make, I don't think they would make like a top 21 for me. As good as they were, and some of the songs I actually liked that they actually did, just because, there's other ones that have done more in, maybe because of what we're attached to as we grow up into our thinking on stuff. Like they were big when they came out with stuff, and the other people came out and they did it and they did it and they did it. And, sometimes it's like the NFL, like the old veterans that don't get anything like the new guys get, right? And the old veterans are struggling out there now. So many.
That does kind of make it tough, though, when you think about groups.
Yeah.
You have to kind of think of like, I don't know, Run DMC for sure.
Well, if you did like something like best groups, then you could have like a Run DMC, you could have a Wu-Tang Clan, you could have EPMD, you could have a Stetsasonic, you could have Beastie Boys, you could have all these other different groups, Third Base, that were as a group what they actually did.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beastie Boys for sure, but individually you couldn't really say any of those guys. But
yeah.
The group, so, yeah.
So many other better lady rappers than Nicki needed to be done by decade. Yeah, that's the thing. It was kind of like she was the only one that was taken, but I felt like maybe because she was newer and everything. And on the podcast, we talk about that, but I mentioned some other ones that were out there that I said earlier. Even like Da Brat, some of Da Brat stuff that she had done back then. It was just raw and uncut. Foxy Brown had great stuff back then. Yeah, Foxy. I mean, her and some of the stuff from Lil' Kim back in the day, was there. So it's, I felt like there were other ones that were ahead. I said even Roxanne Shante. I mean, she came out with the ultimate diss record where she dissed all the other female rappers, and none of them could even respond to it. So
I listen to her sometimes on the way home on LL Cool J's Rock the Bells on Sirius. She's the DJ on there in the afternoon, and sometimes she'll do what she calls rhyme time, and she'll do like the daily news inside of rhyme. Like, it's pretty good, like just making up shit like that. Like even back in the day, like I remember Roxanne back then with UTFO back in the 80s.
Yo, Kango.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that on vinyl downstairs.
Roxanne.
I want to be your man.
That was probably one of my first experiences with hip hop. That was about the time my brother started driving, so I was only like 8 years old then. And he always listened to had UTFO all the time on cassette tape.
Yeah.
That was good. I like it. Ever since then, I always loved like hip hop.
My list has been totally different. Gilbert said Nicki's an insult to women rappers being on there. I mean, depending on the ones that came before, like I said, she would not have been my first pickup for sure. Even like I even mentioned her on a podcast, like people talk about Cardi B. Like Cardi B does nothing for me really. I mean, compared, I said I do like some of the stuff that Megan Thee Stallion does, but Cardi B doesn't really come out as much. Yeah.
I would almost put Megan Thee Stallion above either one of those.
Yeah, and like Greg said, when we were doing the thing, he was like, he was like, or Mark, when we were talking, it's like, what she does, she actually, she kind of makes you feel like you're back in the 90s on some of the stuff that Megan does when she raps. So it's kind of like she really brings in her stuff. So see, Gilbert says DLC was crazy. I mean, this first album was just crazy when you heard it, and then like, I don't know, what, like in that year or so, that it wasn't that much longer that he had that car accident and he couldn't talk anymore, vocal cords, but he still did some writing for different artists and stuff like that. But I mean, that DLC, The Formula, I mean, that just blew up like crazy. Gilbert said DJ Quick. I was never a huge DJ Quick fan. I just never got in college. When I did the radio show, I didn't play DJ Quick because I was never a fan of his really.
What was the one song that he had that was the popular one that he had. I know he had a couple, but there was one that was really like, what the hell is the name of that one? I remember a buddy of mine when he was younger started trying to get into like mixing and stuff, and he would do that, and he was mixing, and it was terrible, but he was like, "This is great." I was like, "Oh yeah, this is
it was a terrible mix, but he thought it was really good.
Not good. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. God, what the hell was that?
Was it Tonight?
Oh, God.
Tonight was like his first hit, I think, back in '91.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just never warmed up to him. Ice Cube's Death Certificate, one of the greatest rap albums every cut can sell. Yeah, Death Certificate from Ice Cube. Awesome track. Although I would actually say for me, I feel like America's Most Wanted was actually more my favorite than Death Certificate. But Death Certificate is right there as well. Got those downstairs too. Type 1 in the chat if you think Rod and Todd should take a shot. Why are you trying to get us to take a shot? Although I may have a little bit of Basil Hayden that I have here. So I won't be a shot, but I'll put it into a little glass.
So for shits and giggles, I Googled.
Brandon types 1 twice.
So for shits and giggles, I'll type in top rated rappers 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume this is in order. So number 1 was Drake. And oddly enough, kind of down still is Jay-Z's kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's number 10.
What is this list?
Is 12.
What is the list?
I just Googled top rated rappers of 2021 just to see what would come up.
There's one here if you Google.
A lot of these I don't even know who they are, but Nas is on there still.
Top rated rappers of all time. If you type that in, Billboard tried to
do it first.
Yeah. Billboard tried to put one together, and they had Biggie as number 1. They had Jay-Z number 2, Eminem 3, Rakim 4, Nas 5, Andre 3000 6. Lauren, that's another one people forget about is Andre. Lauryn Hill 7, Ghostface Killah. I mentioned Ghostface number 8, Kendrick number 9, and Lil Wayne number 10. So I'd have it mixed up differently than I'd have Rakim. For me, Rakim would probably be. See, the problem I have with Biggie is Biggie had a lot of good stuff, and he had some stuff that was really good, but he had some stuff that just wasn't as good to me, like on some of the albums, some of the cuts. And I feel like Rakim was always solid no matter what Rakim did. So I would have Rakim probably as number 1.
To me, that's number 1 hands down. I don't even think it's even close. In my opinion, I don't even think that's close.
I'd probably have Rakim 1.
I still listen to his old school stuff. Being Rakim, and it's clean. Like you don't have to worry about all the cussing and stuff you get today or whatever. It's just lyrics. It's just lyrics. Like it's so good. Like he's just so good.
And I probably would have. I want to say probably have Nas number 2, and then I probably would maybe slide Biggie in. And I went on another list, and it was like greatest rappers of all time. Liveabout.com, they actually have Nas number 1, Rakim number 2. So they have a flip from what I was thinking. Then they have Biggie number 3. So they have basically the same top 3 that I have. Jay-Z 4, Tupac 5, Scarface. Scarface, another good rapper that wasn't on that list, number 6.
Where would you? I was going.
Cool G Rap, another guy I interviewed back in the day. They have him number 8.
Where would you put Tupac in the whole thing? Though? Would you put him like Cool G Rap?
Tupac to me, and I liked a lot of stuff that he had done. I like his early stuff, like
the top 10 of any of them.
I think for me, Tupac would be closer to maybe 10 if I had made a list out. He's another one that has some good stuff, but then he has some stuff that just doesn't really win me over. It's kind of just like, I don't want to say like it's half-assed or anything like that. It's just not as strong as some of the other stuff was. And it's hard to make everything always be as strong, but I just feel like for me, maybe top 10, 10 to 15 possibly.
God damn it. Yeah, I would agree with that. Some of his like Machiavelli stuff in his later years, was really good, I don't think.
Yeah. Cheers, Timeless. What is going on, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Y'all know Arizona. Check out Arizona. He's been doing some great tours on his channel of some of the architecture and stuff like that out in Arizona, sharing some really good information. But I'm going to get into another beer here. I'm not going to crack open that bourbon yet, but this will be my first look actually at this one, which a lot of you are probably out there looking for if you haven't picked up as of yet. And this is going to be the Lagunitas, the Waldo's. So this is the Waldo's special triple IPA. Cameron doesn't want to focus right now for whatever reason. So this is the triple IPA from them. And as you know, Lagunitas is always a great opportunity, great deal. 11.7% ABV. So this year they brought it out in nice 4-packs. I'm going to crack this baby open and see what this one tastes like. And then I'll have a review up on the channel at some point here the next couple weeks too.
I definitely have to make a beer run this weekend.
Yeah, this is one that you have to get. This is one you have to get now while it's out there because it will fly off the shelves.
Yeah, I got in the fridge to get some beers for tonight, and I was like, I have not one single IPA in the fridge. How's that even possible?
Yeah, I mean, you can get IPA fatigue where you don't line it up anymore.
Yeah, but it's more so like now in the last couple of months is when all the stouts come out. So it's like when
that's delicious.
You gotta get them. So like what I've been buying.
$11.99 a 4-pack, and it's well worth it.
Maybe one of the best ones they've done.
$11.99 a 4-pack, and well worth it. Again, it shows a brewery doesn't have to soak you for a bunch of dollars to make a good beer. Outcast very solid. Outcast actually, for me, I mean, that's what they put Atlanta on the map when they came out back in 90. I want to say like 93 or so when they ended up winning like the Source Award type stuff. But yeah, Outcast very solid. But then you have to look at them as a group as well. Good with Ice Cube, still makes great albums. Yeah, Ice Cube still does. Makes great albums, although now he does the Big Three basketball and some other stuff. And at some point, the last Friday was supposed to drop, but it hasn't done it yet. Yeah, that was another one. So on the podcast, I mentioned CL Smooth. He wasn't on there with Pete Rock. CL had some great lyrics back in the day. He was always a solid MC as well. So he's another one that was kind of missed out that people didn't cover. So you make these lists, and it's tough. It's tough to get everyone on there. You know, like I said, I mean, Big Daddy Kane was huge.
And you forget about people.
Yeah. And people still look at Big Daddy Kane as being one of the top ones there. So Brendan said, Todd, are you a Pacers fan?
I don't really. So back in the 80s, I was early 90s. I was probably more of a Pistons fan.
You were going against Reggie?
Because they had Isaiah Thomas. Well, just because they had Isaiah Thomas, who went to Indiana. Back in the days they used to beat everybody up, the bad boy era. But I don't really follow NBA that much. But if I pull for somebody, it's probably the Pacers. You know, they're terrible. But I don't really. I'm more college basketball than NBA. I just don't really get in NBA too much, which is weird because pretty much like the pro sports is anything else, like football and baseball.
Gilbert said. Gilbert said, Mr. Houston and Memphis scenes. Houston is a great town. I've actually been in before. I've never been to Memphis, and that's actually one of the places I do want to get to, which is only like 6 hours from me. I need to do a vacation there at some point. Big L, very solid. You talk about rappers that weren't on the list, Big L, and I'll even say like Immortal Technique that was known by a lot of people in the hip hop community. Immortal Technique was on the list, who has some really great lyrics as well. It's hard. It's hard to get these lists when you put them together because you're going to inevitably leave people off that should be on it at some point. So, I got that in the cooler to do a review on Einstock. I got like 4 Einstock beers.
Pretty good. Shannon's brother actually left these in the fridge here, so.
That's the White Ale, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have a porter too that I've seen, but I've never picked it up yet. It's actually pretty good. I think I have the porter. I've got, like I said, 4 of them. I know I got that one. I think I got the porter, and I forgot what the other 2 are. I think this one and the porter is the only 2 that I've actually seen here. Rod X in the house. What's up, Rod? I'm not really. Yeah. Rod X. Cheers, buddy. Eminem, the best rapper. Big Daddy in the house. Yeah. See, Eminem's not the best rapper for me. I mean. He's good. He's a man. How do you he's a top MC for sure. I guess just because I've heard so many over the years, I feel like he doesn't stack up as one of the best ones. He's a. It's hard. It's hard to get them all into one. I just think of other people that take up the space. Do what? Shannon just come home from the store with this. You need to kiss that woman. That's a good lady right there. That's awesome. I said, where'd you get that for? She's like, oh, so her brother, some kind of, what's it called? It's called a green tea shot. A green tea shot or something? I need sweet and sour mix. I didn't have it. But had that, I'll eat it. I'll get that. I can get that on. You don't need anything for Jameson. You don't need anything for... You don't need anything for Jameson. You just enjoy it. I said, you don't need nothing with that. Just sit back and enjoy it.
Peach Snap.
So that's what's that, Susie?
Peach Snap, Jameson, sweet and sour mix, and a splash of Sprite.
So there's some drink that my brother-in-law, Shannon's brother.
Yeah.
So it's got that Jameson in it. What else did you say? Peach Snap.
Sweet and sour mix.
Sweet and sour, and a splash of Sprite.
Some
kind of lemon lime soda. And it's just a shot or something, so it can't be much of any of it in there really. But
it's equal parts. This and sweet and sour.
Equal parts of the 3, and then just a splash of the lime. So it's a really good shot. So
I had one at the parlor, and it was really good.
You guys are gonna have to try it.
Yeah.
No, Tuesday. So she had one Tuesday. Really liked it.
Yeah.
That's what she was after tonight. So we're having, her aunt from Tennessee is coming in town tomorrow, and her aunt lives here with her sisters, which were her mom's sisters. So they're coming over, I think tomorrow night or Saturday, and staying the night.
Tomorrow.
And so probably my brother and his daughter and my mom and one of my aunts will come over.
Yeah.
Just hang out and just kind of do kind of an impromptu get together on Saturday. So she bought that to do some shots. So I have to try that one. That's kind of intriguing.
Yeah. Gilbert said Doc's accent.
Sour. Well, we actually might have sweet and sour.
If we do it, we probably need to.
Yeah, probably.
So it was like 3 months later, and Dre warned him. No one ever sounded like DLC. Yeah, I knew it was close. I couldn't remember how long ago it was, but when it happened, like 3 months after his stuff came out. Yeah, he was out of Texas as well. He was out. He was solid. Just drank a Schlafly Kolsch. It was okay. Yeah, I haven't had a Schlafly beer in a while, but out of St. Louis, they usually do some decent beers.
That's what I was going to say.
Brandon had Big L there as well. Yeah, Big L was definitely solid. Big L gets number 1 for me.
I kind of feel like Schlafly's a little underrated. Like, they don't do anything great out of the box, but just for a good, style type brewery, they're really good, I think.
But they're not flashy or anything. That they just kind of just put the beers out there, yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Love DJ Quick. Some of the rhythms got me laughing, but it's real life corner hustle stuff. Yeah, I mean, people like Quick. People like Too Short. Too Short was never a huge one for me, but a lot of people like Too Short as being a top person up there too. So
I like Too Short. I don't know if I'd put him up there.
Yeah.
In the high rankings, but his songs are always good.
Let's see. Let's see. You got Swami in the house. What microphone is horrible, Swami? Nobody said anything about a microphone. How far is Rodney comments tonight? I'm right here, brother. Not even that far there. No work tomorrow due to high winds here in Ontario. Time to crack another beer. Wow, you guys get days off from work because of wind? I wish we had that in the States.
No kidding. We'd be off like 3 days a week.
Wind's too high. I can't go out. Nope, can't do it. Gilbert said, 1 for me, Rakim. He changed the game. 2 is either Guru or Nas. Then it gets hard. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. People sleep on Guru. I think a lot of people know Nas. Nas is another person I interviewed back in the day. And when I interviewed Nas, I was talking to his manager before the interview, and the manager was telling me how big he was going to be. And I'm like, you expect to hear that from a manager or something like that, everything, but had no idea. And that's back when he was Nasty Nas before he just went to straight Nas. So 2 Ills. Swami said, my top 5 KRS-One, R.A. the Rugged Man, the Wu-Tang Clan, Slick Rick the Ruler, and Tech Nine. See, Tech Nine's another one. He's another one out on the list, right? So Tech Nine's got solid stuff. They didn't do groups, so that's why the Wu-Tang Clan wasn't there. But if you did groups, you'd have to incorporate the Wu-Tang Clan. And, of course, Slick Rick was probably one of the biggest storytellers in rap on the stuff that he did. Yeah.
He's still one of my favorites.
Honorable mention to Talib. Look at Swami. Swami's got it down. Man, nice one to Talib as well. Yeah, everyone forgets Talib, Gilbert says. Yeah. I underestimated Swami there. Jameson Black Barrel is the best whiskey. So Brandon's a fan of the Jameson that the wife brought you. So I said you need to give her a big old kiss. Talib, Mose, and Chappelle has a podcast now, son. I did not know that. I'll have to check that out. Good night, all. Have an early tea time tomorrow. Catch you in the next one, Rod. Yeah, you too, Didi. Keep them straight in the fairway, my friend.
Hit them good, Didi.
Detroit's Most Wanted were a great group in the 90s. I've never heard of Detroit's Most Wanted. Maybe because I was in the East Coast and we didn't really get that there. Jameson Black Barrel replaced the Jameson 12-year-old. The 12-year-old was outstanding sherried Irish whiskey. Dropping the knowledge. I like that.
Boom.
Someone is a roofer. Oh, that's because of the winds. I work on high ladders. That's why the wind is a factor. Well, there you go. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to be a high wind.
You talk about winds. We had a thing here a couple weeks ago, and we had a couple guys that were stranded that were window washers. The wind had blown them off the thing, and they were out there for like about 45, 50 minutes before they could finally get them off that thing. That would be some scary shit.
How much do those guys make, you think?
I think some of the window washers make, they could make up to 100, I think, a year or so, depending, I guess, on where they're at because of the high risk of the job. Yeah.
That's great, especially like in New York City.
There might be a lot of hours they got to put in for it, though, but yeah. Yeah, EPMD, and one of the top duos. Yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like as soon as they get done with the building, they just got to start all over again. You've been on the same building forever.
Yeah, when the podcast I did, EPMD, I mentioned them as one of the top duos, and I was always, Swami said Eric Sermon, but I was always more of a Parrish Smith fan. I was always more PMD that I preferred in the group, but they were both solid. Jameson Black Barrel, legitimately the best whiskey I've ever had, Brandon said. The crossover was a tune I would listen to over and over. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one there as well. They had the original Gold Digger song too, so. And they did the one with LL that was pretty hit. But they had a lot of good hits and stuff like that they put out. Sermon, window washer, LOL. There you go. About $250 a day. Some days more. Yeah. I mean, it's a high risk. I don't know how you can do the window washer, Brandon. I see some of the stuff like it's freaky. And then again, why do you really need a window? I mean, obviously nobody wants to look at a dirty window if you're in a high-rise building, but nobody from the ground is going to see how dirty the windows are. Just make them all like black tinted or something. Don't worry about them. Just like music. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I got music from all the different stuff as well. It's funny because we never did have Emerson pop in tonight, but Emerson asked us last week, which we could talk about as well, like some of our favorite MTV videos from back in the day, but then he's not here to actually for us to answer the question. So
oh man. No, that might have to be for next week if Shannon jumps on. The top
well, I see list
MTV videos.
Well, Emerson's not here to actually address it with them.
That's what I said. We might have to wait for next week. Maybe if she can jump on, she might jump on.
Yeah.
If not, we can do it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's true too. Yeah, I agree. That's another one for a female. Rod Digger was really good as well. She never got a chance to really blow up as much as I think they were expecting her to do, especially with, Buster kind of mentoring her there. But she actually had some nice raw skills, kind of sold out and then started to suck. Well, I mean, yeah, it was just, she never really got that big opportunity to really take off. But female rappers are always going to be like MC Light's like kind of my bar right there. She was always solid and kind of put up, where you should want to be as a female MC. Or any MC. I guess you just say hold your own. She was just always so solid. I still listen to some MC Light stuff. But yeah, we were, so like I said, last week he'd asked. I mean, I was thinking about that earlier today, like just trying to think back to some of the MTV videos when I started watching MTV growing up. Some of the videos that caught my attention that I really liked watching. I think last week I mentioned like one of the videos was Madness with Our House. I remember that being a big one on MTV. Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. Remember that song? That was a big one on MTV as well. Yeah. Why'd you hate Queen Latifah? Queen Latifah was solid.
that was a good one.
Yeah. Light was good. Yeah, Light was solid. Light. Hungry Like the Wolf. What are you doing? It looks like you're trying to call in, like it's like your CIA running a black ops operation or something over there. Are you muted, right? I think you're going in and out there on the microphone.
Favorite video would be.
Well, you're coming in a little choppy right now.
Can you hear me?
You're coming in a little choppy.
You have him on mute?
And Todd disappeared like that. So let's see if Todd resets. Now we got his hand in our face. Get your hand out of my face, son. Now he's going slow motion. Todd, you're like slow motion. Slow motion, baby. Slow motion, baby.
No, I was trying to take my earpod out so I could hear Shannon. Starship, you said?
Yeah, I think that's who's saying it. The song is Nothing's Gonna Stop Sarah.
What?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear Shannon too yelling across the thing. She sit her ass down and jump on. Can you hear us?
She said Starship or somebody else. I don't know what the other one was. I was trying to listen to you and to her at the same time. Starship and who? Hungry Like the Wolf.
I think Starship something sang it, and it was Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. It's from the Mannequin soundtrack.
Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now from the Mannequin soundtrack.
Or Richard Marx.
Or
Sarah.
Richard Marx, Sarah would be your favorite.
So they have a tornado in it.
With a tornado or something in it.
I don't think I've ever saw that on MTV. Gilbert said there's a rare Cypress Hill remix record, revamped and remixed in Sermon, Redman, Fugees, Called a Wild, MC8 on it. I don't think I've ever heard that one. That's got some good talent on it, though. Let's see.
Can you hear me
What
okay?
other?
Am I coming in all right?
Yeah, you're coming in now. Yeah. I've got a bunch of remixes
I was just trying to listen to you in there.
Yeah, that can be trouble. I got a bunch of remixes downstairs from back in the day DJing. Has some pretty cool stuff. The remix that LL did on the 4321 when he had Cannabis, some guys on there, that was a really good one. Tribe Called Quest, the Scenario remix, that's another really good track. If you never heard the remix of Scenario, that's pretty solid. I can't play anything on YouTube because YouTube always gets upset when you do that. So
I should have heard that anyway.
Yeah, the remix was pretty decent back in the day.
Scenario.
I
don't know if I've heard that one or not.
But you talk about MTV. Obviously, if you talk about MTV videos back in the day, the one that got everybody's attention, I think, later as it was building up, was really Michael Jackson Thriller, right? Because that was like a big epic event. Yeah. It was
that was like a movie. That was like a movie, short movie or something.
Yeah, it's like a 14-minute video for this thing. Like, what is this? And everybody was gathered around sets when it was doing the world premiere of that one. Videos that got my attention: Marilyn Manson, Beautiful People. That was actually interesting. I was watching a show that actually Dre was hosting it, and Dre brought that up as being one of the tracks that he actually enjoyed. And I had not seen that until then, but he's like, if you listen to the riffs and everything with the song, how solid it actually was. So that got me listening to some more of the Marilyn Manson type stuff. I had a time when like rock was a thing I listened to as well. So like, for some reason, like the Bryan Adams Cut Like a Knife video was a popular one I used to like back in the day. John Cougar Mellencamp, Jack and Diane, Her So Good. I was a big John Cougar fan back then, listening to a couple of his stuff. I wasn't a big fan. I was a fan of the stuff that he was actually putting out. I wasn't like going to a concert or anything like that. But before he became the Mellencamp part of it, I used to like Jay Giles band video, Centerfold and Freeze Frame and all that stuff they were doing. What were you gonna say?
Like a Big Al? Oh yeah. What about like Phil or not Phil Collins, but no, I was gonna say
Phil Collins in the air tonight. I mean, but
never mind.
What were you gonna say? Which one?
Trying to think of what I was gonna say.
I remember the Genesis one with the puppets. I think that's the one with the puppets. Yeah.
That's not who I was thinking of. Not Phil Collins. Although that's a good one too, though. But,
yeah. Smashing Pumpkins was a big one that I liked in the 90s when the 90s took place.
On my new drug, when he sticks his face down in the sink and full like ice water.
Funny thing about Huey Lewis in the news is back when I was like in 7th or 8th grade, for whatever reason, I really liked the song "Do You Believe in Love" for whatever reason. I would always just like that song, and it was just so funny. Like I'd be sitting in the middle of like school singing "Do You Believe in Love?" Like, why are you singing that song? I don't know. That song is stuck in my head. I just was a Huey Lewis fan in that regard. I can remember the first time I saw U2.
I'm gonna tell you what, we went
U2 New Year's Day. The first time that video came out.
Probably...
Are you delayed? Can you hear me now? Am I real time for you? I think Todd's having some issues. I think you're moving really slow on the camera. You might have to reset your thing.
I don't know. Stupid iPad, fucking Apple bullshit.
We heard that loud and clear. So we'll let Todd get all reset there. But thinking about some of the other MTV videos that had impact, I was mentioning the first time seeing U2 and New Year's Day for some reason reminded me of the Conan movie, which I was a fan of as a kid. So that was really a pretty interesting one. Obviously, the Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel, some of the videos you saw there that he put up with the what they call the Wiggle Wiggle Girls. That was always cool. I guess maybe because we were teenage boys at the time, but that was always interesting. Sorry, the Cypress Hill is unreleased and revamped. I think I might have something to the unreleased and revamped downstairs. I'll have to check. Todd says device is not connected. I think Todd's having some issues on this thing. Let me let him know. So he's trying to reset that. Let me see what other ones. Todd is actually trying to reset his iPad right now. I'm getting device not connected. Guess we'll need to connect their mic cam. Let me respond to him again here. There he goes. All right, you're back now. So yeah.
I don't know. Fucking stupid iPad shit. That's why I don't like Apple.
Trying to think who I can tell you like Sticks, Mr. Roboto was another video that got my attention back in the day. I thought that was a pretty cool one. Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise, that was another one. Obviously Run DMC Aerosmith, Walk This Way was huge on MTV. And of course, when they did King of Rock, that was a huge one as well. I had the damn album too, Gilbert said. And Swami said, according to EB, Tom McDonald's a great rapper. I haven't seen that one there. Hand on the Pump. It's funny you say Hand on the Pump, Gilbert. So back in college when I was DJing, it was like, I want to say 91 or 92 when Cypress Hill came out with their album. My music director, who was actually doing a show before I came on, he's like, yo, you got to check out this Cypress Hill album. And I was like, Cypress Hill? He's like, yeah, they're out of California, blah, blah, blah. Give me a rundown on it and stuff. I played. First song I played was Hand on the Pump. And automatically, I just pretty much, to me, that was the top one off that album. And then the Funky Feel one after that. But Hand on the Pump, it just had me hooked from the first time I heard it there. And it was that ding, 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 the way that broke down on everything like that. And yeah, that's one of my favorites still from Cypress Hill. One of my favorite songs that they actually had done.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Sawed off shotgun, smoking out of blood, sucking in jump. Yeah. Let's see. House of Pain, Jump Around. That was big on MTV when it took off. Because you're like going into a church in the beginning, right? In the beginning, it's doing like that whole organ thing or whatever, and it's showing a church, and it's like, what is this? And then it goes into the jump around where you're in the bar and stuff. So that kind of caught you there. Tom McDonald, good at making dumbasses so justified.
Jump up, get down.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Rick Astley because nobody knew Rick Astley was white when that song came out. Never Gonna Give You Up. Everybody thought it was a black guy singing, and they saw the video and it's like, wait a minute, Rick Astley's not black. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you know the song I'm talking about. Todd. Everybody was in shock. Like, what? Who is this guy? What?
Wait. That's not.
Andy was redhead. Andy was redhead. So you were really mind blown. Never gonna let you go.
It's not this.
Yeah, this is all back when MTV actually showed videos before all the other shows took over.
Not the same Rick Astley. Yes, it's a different one.
Yes. You know, as far as a what do you call it? Like a I'm trying to think of the term for like a guilty. I'll say guilty pleasure, but just like things you wouldn't like want anybody to know or whatever. I'll tell you, I was a big for some reason the Culture Club videos. I liked Culture Club back in the day. So when they would do like the videos, I would watch them as well. The songs they were doing.
Culture Club.
Culture Club, and then what's the one from Australia? Who's that knocking at my door? Do. Men at Work.
That hats.
They were another one, yeah. Although his eyes screwed me up for the longest time as a kid watching those videos. Yeah. Yeah, man. Go away. Don't come around here no more. Oh man. Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue. That was a big one. Go down to Electric Avenue. I miss MTV being MTV back in the day. Now you have to get like MTV Classic or something.
Right. MTV, they're the ones that shows all the shows. Like, no, they used to play music videos. What's that?
Used to be music all the time. I can remember when MTV used to have music concerts on Saturday nights. And I can remember being at my grandma's house when I was young, watching the Thompson Twins do a concert on one of the Saturday nights. I was a Thompson Twins fan as well. So.
Oh yeah.
It's like they had the Saturday night concerts like at 10 o'clock. This was before they got into doing like the heavy metal Headbanger Ball and stuff. So I remember that. MTV Raps, remember that, of course.
Headbanger Ball.
Club MTV.
Didn't have the later on.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Oh yeah, Downtown Julie Brown. She's still on Sirius.
Yeah.
What was the one they had live on every day of the week? Is like RTL or something. I don't remember what it was called.
Which one?
But I think it was
Guilty
called
Pleasure.
Like RTL or something. It was like a live.
Yeah, like I know what you're talking about, Questline or something.
Yeah.
My guilty pleasure is totally SIA. I'm not going to even. I'm trying to think SIA. Who's SIA? You have to let me know there, Swami.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Well, I could say like Aha, Take on Me. I would watch that video. It is kind of like
Take on me.
Take on me.
Take
That was like a guilty one. Of course, if you were singing Wham, that was a guilty one too. There, like I feel like every person at some point has sung Careless Whisper at some time in their life. Like
before you go.
You guys prefer ham or I actually prefer ham to turkey. I can eat both, but funny thing is, growing up, I was never a big fan of turkey at Thanksgiving, so my grandmother used to always make a ham as well, just so I could enjoy that. So I was kind of spoiled in that regard.
I'm kind of back and forth on that one.
Let's see. She says, laugh all you want. He says, I'm sure it's SLA. I can't think who that is.
Sia. Is it Sia? Like Sia that has like you can't see her face any. She always has like a cover up or something.
Let's see who that is. I gotta try to pull it up here.
I mean, there's the Sia SIA, but she's more like up to date now. Though I don't think she was on MTV, but she might have actually been though. Like she's one.
Sia, no, there is. There's a SIA. She's an Australian singer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blonde.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her before. Okay.
She never shows her. She never shows her face.
Says she started her career as a singer in acid jazz band Crisp in the mid-'90s in Adelaide. In 1997, when Crisp disbanded, she released her debut album titled Only C in Australia. Moved to London to provide the vocals for the British duo Zero. I'll pull it up here, so see if Swami says this is the right person.
If it's the same one I'm thinking of, yeah. It's on like Sia.
Let's see here.
Oh, I know.
Swami, is this the person you're talking about right here? Yeah, I had not heard of her before.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she's like really embarrassed about herself. Normally, you can never see her face when she's performing. Like she's really shy or something. She had like a video that come out when she had like a little girl. I want to say maybe
She's a guilty
10 or 12
pleasure.
years old. That would come out and like do like a dance or something to the video.
Yeah. Yeah, I had not seen her before. Let me see. Her and ABBA. We always play ABBA close time in the bar, puts everyone in the best. Yeah, ABBA was like a guilty pleasure too, right? Like, say what you want, but you felt good when ABBA was playing.
Shannon loves ABBA.
Yeah. Gilbert and Ricky Astley almost made redheads cool. Yeah. It was like a big surprise when you saw, like, wait a minute, this is the guy that sings the song? Mine is the Pet Shop Boys, Gilbert. Yeah, Pet Shop Bill. You sing West End Girls. You feel like, should I sing that out loud or kind of keep it inside?
It's funny. Rick Astley, he's like a big like download type thing. If you download stuff, you might download like a file that's not very good. It was Rick Astley because it'll be his video. If you download it, it'd be like his video. Yeah, and not what you think you're downloading.
I remember the one song, Rosanna. Was that Asia that did that one? Rosanna. And I felt like as you sung it, you felt like you were getting more powered as you sung through the song, and other people were there. They started singing in with you as well. You felt like you were like building something up when you sung that song. But yeah, Asia was another one that I listened to. What was funny? Like I never really saw, even though I was a fan of the radio, like some of the AC/DC songs, I never remember seeing a video of them until like I saw Maximum Overdrive, and after that they had like some clips where they would show from that on some of their videos. They did the whole soundtrack.
What about Twisted Sister?
Yeah, Twisted Sister is another one. Yeah. Well, Motley Crue too on MTV was huge.
Well, Van Halen for sure.
Jump. Oh, Hot for Teacher. Oh my goodness. How many times you watched that video growing up? I got it bad. Yeah. Hot for Teacher.
Smoking in the boys' room.
Smoking in the boys' room.
They had a bunch of good. They were definitely like it might be one of the bands that you'd say like for videos back in the 80s. It had to be Van Halen, I would think.
Yeah.
Probably Michael Jackson would be up there too, because all his videos were like small movies. It seemed like.
Yeah. Well, Beat It was huge, right? Beat It, and then you saw Eddie Van Halen on guitar and stuff too.
Yeah,
so it was
What was the one he had where he was like the Egyptian? Had Michael or Magic Johnson.
Oh, remember the Time? Eddie Murphy and him, and Remember the Time.
That thing was like forever long too.
And then the one with Annie Oyoke, he was like a gangster and stuff in that one. Yeah, he put on a production on his stuff there.
Yeah, he did.
But that's what I remember the bad ones too, like Eddie Murphy, like Party All the Time. Like, is that Eddie Murphy singing on the TV?
Yeah, like what?
That was
on the backside of Beverly Hills Cop. He was just trying to catch shit on that.
Yeah, but then when you had to go back and you look at it, after my inner Jay and Silent Bob. Come on, when you watching MTV, you always felt like dancing or singing along when the Time was on there. Morris Day and the Time. So they do the Bird and Jungle Love. Yeah. Jerome, give me a mirror. And of course, you had the Prince stuff with Little Red Corvette and Purple Rain. When Doves Cry, remember that one? That was huge. 1999.
You may have said that. Was that Quiet Riot?
Yeah.
I want to rock. Was that Quiet
Riot? Was that Quiet Riot that put in rock?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Kind of makes me wonder now. Let's say that like.
Twisted Sister. That was Twisted Sister.
Oh, that was Twisted Sister. Okay.
Yeah. Quiet Riot was Come On Feel the Noise.
Come on,
feel the noise.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you had the big hair bands and stuff too that were back then as well. Poison. I mean, that was huge for them during the MTV years. And then Kiss got exposure. You had some of the Kiss stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother was always a big Rat fan.
Rat. There you go. I feel like there was always like this. It was a line between like it was funny because in high school you'd have like the rap kids, but you also had the metal kids. But there were a lot of similarities that flowed between both as well. That was kind of like being seen as kind of the outcast or whatever it may be, or whatever. It was just kind of like it wasn't that much off from some of the things. So you can see how like a Public Enemy could get together with an Anthrax and come up with, Bring the Noise type thing. You know what I mean? It was kind of like there was a line that was there that could be put together.
No, I didn't say rap. I said rat, like R-A-T.
Oh no, I know rat. I'm just saying back then. Yeah, I know rat. I know what you said.
I said rap. I was like, no, rap.
No, it's just I was just thinking of the different things because.
But you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah.
Well, let me see.
That was kind of when it was kind of
Bob Seger, Bob Seger was another guilty one there. Yeah. Hollywood Nights was my jam. Tears for Fears, that's another one. Tears for Fears was another one that was kind of like you may sing it, but you don't want your boys seeing you sing it. Are you singing Tears? Are you singing Tears for Fears? No, I am not singing Tears for Fears.
I heard you. No, you didn't.
Makes me think of that scene from Tommy Boy when they're driving in the car and like, you can turn the station. Well, you could turn the station. Neither one turns it, and then they come back and they're both singing the song.
They're both singing, you got crying, tears going out their eyes. That's great. That's a great scene.
I hate all metal except Def Leppard. Def Leppard, one-armed drummer too. When that happened after the incident, like, what are they going to do? And the guy kept drumming along with one arm. That was like phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now I have to listen to Hollywood Nights. Oh well. Talk was actually good. Yeah. What was the one group that had the? I think I'm Turning Japanese. They had a song that's Turning Japanese. I remember that one being pretty popular as well on MTV. I'm turning Japanese. I don't think so, or something. It was.
I kind of remember that, but I'm not sure.
That was Turning Japanese was a song by the Vapors. Yeah.
Oh, I would never got that in a million years.
What about Pac-Man Fever? Remember that song? Got Pac-Man Fever, Pac-Man. You don't remember that one?
I kind of feel like I do.
That was huge because of all the arcades and stuff.
Right, yeah.
That was Buckner and Garcia featuring Jace Hall.
Oh. Right.
What you call him? Was it Jukebox Hero? No, Pinball Wizard? What am I thinking of?
There was a Pinball Wizard.
Was there a jukebox? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
No, we have a local band.
Yeah, no, Foreigner had Jukebox Hero. That was one. Yeah. I think you probably heard that one before though. Jukebox Hero.
Yeah, no, we have a local like cover band right here.
He's a Jukebox Hero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jukebox Hero.
You guys think of Blink 182? I don't think anything really. I mean, during the 90s and stuff, late 90s. I mean, was it late 90s with Blink 182? I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Blink 182.
Yeah.
Also, like the previous Swami said Prince for sure.
Yeah. Swami said he was a punk kid. I had a lot of friends that were punk kids there too. And he banned from Ajax Blows, Gilbert says. I think of when I think back the 90s, I think of like Nirvana, and you think of STP. I kind of think of Smashing Pumpkins in that era. As far as some of the band acts, that Smashing Pumpkins, that first song, I can't remember the name of the one that was big on MTV. I can't think of.
Oh God, Shannon loves Smashing Pumpkins.
That song was stuck. Every time I would hear that song, you just. Let's see.
Gotta go look it up now.
What was the name of that song?
That was. What the hell is the name of that one? Well, let's see.
Discography.
Bullet with Butterfly Wings?
I don't think it was that one. Let me see. I got their Wikipedia.
Tonight.
It might have been Tonight. It might have been Tonight.
I think Bullet with Butterfly Wings would have been the first one, though, maybe.
No, I'm sorry. It's 1979.
Oh yeah. 1979.
When that video came out, and that song, that was like locked into my head. I would always check that out. I remember that one sticking out, and Jane's Addiction, Been Caught Stealing, as ones that stuck out. And then Beastie Boys with what's the name of that song? Sabotage.
Yeah,
those were my like in early. I think of those songs like popped to the front of my forehead, like in the early '90s, thinking of some of the stuff that popped off MTV before they kind of made that switch over to what they were doing. But I remember Sabotage being on like. I realized like you got to check out this video, Sabotage. Beastie Boys.
They played that.
But of course, Fight for Your Right back in the day was huge. Fight for Your Right was big.
Yeah. Late '80s there for that one.
Yeah. You gotta fight for your. I remember Cyndi Lauper with "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" because Captain Lou Albano was in the video.
Oh,
so Captain Lou was her dad in the video.
Totally forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
He totally was in that one.
God, I was fucking MTV kid back in the day. I was listening to Exploited Leftover Crack when the other kids were listening to Metallica back there. That's pretty funny. Sorry.
I'm right back.
All right. But Metallica, I mean, Sandman, I know they got kind of hit hard because of the sellout effect or whatever you want to call it, so to speak. But I remember Sandman being big for them there. And The Who. Yeah, The Who was also another one. Who are you? Red Hot Chili Peppers. Still to this day, Under the Bridge is still one of my favorite songs from them. They had a lot of good songs. I actually have one of the records I have downstairs from DJing. They did a remake to Stevie Wonder's Superstition that's pretty damn good as well. The Chili Peppers are always solid as a band. Yober says I was a rat tail kid. A rat tall kid. You say rat tail or rat tall? Oh man. Yeah, kids today don't even know like MTV probably played music videos back then. But there were some good ones. There were definitely some good ones, and it's waiting for Todd to get back. But I would think one of the ones that I liked when I was younger, growing up, was Janet Jackson and her Pleasure Principle video. That was like my favorite Janet Jackson video that she had done. It was something about that video that was just like awesome. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones back then. Later on, after the emergence, like with Run DMC, you started getting a little bit more of the rap videos on there. I can remember like they would have the ones they would put out there like Tone Loc. I remember Tone Loc, like Wild Thing was pretty big for a video. Sir Mix-a-Lot. For a while it was Posse on Broadway, but when he later on did Baby Got Back, that was like huge for MTV. So but MTV was a cool channel. When I went down to the Red River Gorge a few weeks ago, they actually had MTV Classic on the DirecTV satellite. So I watched the old videos back then and just brought back a whole bunch of memories from seeing all those different videos. There was the one like the Romantics. See You When You Sleep. I forgot all about that one or whatever. That was kind of a crazy video. That was kind of like a stalker type thing at that point. You remember that one, Todd?
I'm trying to think.
The romantics talking in your sleep. See you talking in your sleep. Like the guy standing over there while she's sleeping. I'm like, this is kind of freaky now. Yeah.
Seems familiar, but I'm not sure. I'm not real sure.
Yeah, that was like, I think that was like their big hit they had from back in the day, really. See you talking in your sleep. When you close your eyes, wide awake.
So I just Googled top rated MTV videos.
Oh, that should be a good list. Well, let me run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll let you go solo, hand hold it down here for a second. All right, I'm back. Did you hold it down or what?
Or what?
Everybody's watching you just sitting there.
Everybody's watching me see you're eating some peanut butter filled pretzels.
So what do you got for the MTV top videos?
So if you had to guess, what would you say was number one?
The number one video on MTV?
Yeah.
As chosen by the viewers, or number one, like, did they have, like, did it say any criteria?
Well, it just says MTV 100 Greatest Music Videos Ever Made. This is by rockonthenet.com.
Rockonthenet.com. I would say Thriller, number one.
You got it.
Yeah.
So Thriller 1983 by Michael Jackson.
This
Number
is
two
Thriller. Video
Vogue.
killed the radio star. Oh,
1990.
Vogue. Madonna.
By
Going
Madonna.
to Vogue. You know, I used to watch that video, but it was kind of just, you watched it because it was like, is Madonna not wearing a bra in that video? Like, there was a scene where she's in a sheer
right,
blouse.
Like,
yeah.
That's what the Queenie Compton bra.
Yeah.
Vogue, Vogue, Vogue.
Yeah.
So then number three is Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Nirvana. That's a good one.
In 1992 by Nirvana. Number four in 1986 is Sledgehammer.
Peter Gabriel. Yeah. Sledgehammer. I actually mentioned that earlier when you weren't here. Yeah.
Walk This Way.
Run DMC, Aerosmith.
Walk This Way.
Mm-hmm. Run DMC, Aerosmith. Yeah.
Number 6 in 1988, Sweet Child of Mine.
Guns N' Roses.
Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Number 7 in 94, Sabotage.
Beastie Boys. LOL, Brandon. Yeah. Not Madonna.
Number 8.
I just remember that video as a teenager. Yeah. Which one? You said number 7? Number 7 was what? That was Sabotage.
No, number 8, Addicted to Love. Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer. I'm addicted to love.
Yeah, Sabotage was 7. Number 8 was Addicted to Love.
Good song.
Number 9, is 1996, California Love, Tupac.
Tupac and Dr. Dre with Roger. Don't forget Roger.
Number 10, which is their second one on the top 10, Express Yourself, 98 by Madonna.
Wow, Madonna doubled in top 10.
See, number 11, Hungry Like a Wolf. Yeah, she got 2 of them. Hungry Like a Wolf
Duran,
number 11.
Duran, yeah.
Yep. 12 is Beat It.
Michael Jackson.
13 is Losing My Religion.
REM.
By
That's a good video too. REM.
REM.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot.
14 is Take On Me.
That was Aha. Take on me. Take on me.
Take On Me by Aha.
Right. That's what I said.
Take on me. Yeah. I would have never. I know the song, but if you said who sang that, I would have had no clue.
Oh, yeah. You know I was a DJ.
See, number 15 is The Rain, Super Duper Fly.
Oh, that was Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott. Super Duper Fly.
16, Every Breath You Take.
That is Sting.
16, Every Breath You Take.
Sting.
17 is Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. NIN.
18 is Freedom, George Michael's.
Freedom.
19 is Jeremy by
Pearl Jam. That's really a freaking depressing song when you look at the lyrics, by the way.
And number 20, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See.
Busta Rhymes, who wasn't on the rap list before.
Busta.
Like I said, Busta Rhymes should have been on the rap list before. Put your hands where your eyes can see.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a travesty he wasn't on the rap draft.
That's your top 20.
That's the top 20 they had ranked there.
And then coming in at 23 is Notorious B.I.G. and
Well, you skipped 21 and 22.
Puff Daddy. At 23, Mo Money, Mo Problems.
You skipped the other ones.
Yeah.
Skip 21 and 22.
Oh, well, you can do that if you want.
Now, I was going to say, now you were looking at one list.
See.
You were looking
I don't know
at.
how far you wanted to go with it.
Oh, I don't know. But you know, I was looking at another list
21
here.
is Need You.
Which one is it? hear what you
This
said
was
there,
just
Tom.
rockonthenet.com.
Oh, rockonthenet.com. Okay. There's different.
Rockonthenet.com.
Yeah, there were different lists that are out there for different people for sure. Can't believe Pat Benatar didn't make the list. We are young. Heartache to heartache.
Pat Benatar.
I love that video as a kid when she's running away. What was the name of that song? Was it We Are Young? Was that the name of the title?
What? Yeah, I think so. I think it was. What about 99 Left Balloons?
Nana Cherry. What if she did? No, that was just Nana, I think, right? We had that last week or something. Like there was a Nana Cherry version, and then there was a Nana version.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. MTV. Oh, they got a thing on here where it's like they break it down by years and stuff too, but that's just too crazy. Let me see. MTV. This one, somebody made a YouTube playlist what they thought was the top. I don't want that. See, I got here IMDb. Oh, this is of the 80s. They did one. MTV Top 100 Videos of the 80s. Number one, what do you think that is?
It's got to be Thriller.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Michael Jackson Thriller. And then number two. Number two is.
Oh, number two?
Peter Gabriel.
Of the 80s?
Sledgehammer.
Oh.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah, that was 3 or 4, I think, in my list.
But number three, what do you think number three may be? Well, it's kind of hard for you to guess because there's so much music out there. Think of the guitar starting out the video.
Jump.
I can't really. No, not Jump.
Jump.
Dire Straits.
Oh.
Dire Straits.
Gosh dang it! I can see the video. I used to have that.
Money for Nothing.
Cassette tape. What was it?
Money for Nothing. Chester got that other one.
Yes,
Love is a Battlefield. That's the one when I was a kid. Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. As a kid, I loved that for some reason, that video.
I love my MTV.
Number 4 is one that's often mispronounced. Pour some sugar on me. Little Def Leppard.
Oh, yeah.
Number five from a New Jersey band. I'll give you a hint there. New Jersey band.
Yeah,
Big hair.
That one still.
Wanted Dead or Alive. Bon Jovi.
White Snake?
No, I just said Wanted Dead or
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to like that one too. That was actually one of my favorite Bon Jovi songs back in the day. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. A little Basil Hayden's bourbon whiskey. I'm acting like I got to work tomorrow morning, but I do. But I'll deal with that later.
Why do you? I'm tempted to pop open that Jameson.
You might as well. Ever since like Brandon challenged us to do a shot, I was like, well, I got whiskey here, so I'll drink it. So Chester said, of course, Safety Dance, Men Without Hats. That was another popular one on MTV back in the day. All right, number 6 on the list, which surprisingly, this is not on your list, and it should be. And this was a big MTV video. They're out of Texas. Little long beards.
ZZ Top?
And what song would it be?
Oh, shit.
She's got
legs.
Yeah, there you go.
Legs. I totally forgot about ZZ Top.
And then number 7, Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, that you had on your list. Number 8 wasn't on your list. The Boss, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, Born in the USA.
Born in the USA. You got it. Number 9 was one that I think people often forget about. It was pretty popular back in my college years. A little In Excess. Need You Tonight.
Oh.
Come over here.
That was number.
You remember 9? That was number 9. Need You Tonight.
Yeah.
Number 10 was the
No.
10 was Genesis, which was the Land of Confusion. I think that was the one with the little puppets. Number 11, Robert Palmer.
Yeah, I think so.
Addicted to Love. Number 12, a Madonna song you didn't mention.
Addicted to Love.
Open Your Heart. Madonna.
In Vogue. Oh, no.
No. Open. Open Your Heart.
Shannon's mom loved Madonna. Shannon's
mom
loved Madonna.
Then 13, we had Beat It. 14, we had probably the best ever big hair band song for young teenage boys, Whitesnake, Here I Go Again. So.
Oh, yeah. Here I go again.
Whitney Houston, number 15, How Will I Know? 16, Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. 17, U2, Pride in the Name of Love. 18, The Police, Every Breath You Take. 19, another Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. And then at 20, we had George Michael, I Want Your Sex. Yeah. Then Aerosmith comes in at a 22 with Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dude Looks Like a Lady. Take On Me was 21 with Aha.
Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Don Henley, The Boys of Summer, number 23. Van Halen, number 24 with Jump. I would not have put Jump before Ice Cream Man. I'm just saying. That's just me. 25, Madonna, Like a Prayer. Like a Prayer at 25 for Madonna, which was another big one. That was a big controversial one, too, if you remember.
Like a Prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
Some good tunes from back in the day.
Like
there you go, Brandon. Brandon puts the lyrics out there. Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter. I was born to rock alone. I just Tony Katane in the car is the best thing ever.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was some good years back there in the MTV.
Good old days.
There's some good memories from back then. You were going earlier. I said one of the ones I also liked was Janet Jackson, The Pleasure Principle. That was my favorite Janet Jackson video growing up. Where she does the dancing around the studio.
What about like Rhythm Nation?
Rhythm Nation was good. Black Cat was good, but when she did Pleasure Principle, I don't know, it was something with her coming out with those black jeans and doing the whole chair stunt and everything like that. It was just like, yeah, she's solid.
Well, yeah.
But I was always a Janet Jackson fan, even when going back to Different Strokes. Oh, when she had the hat and everything? Yeah, that was Rhythm Nation. I got that downstairs too, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the black leather and stuff. That was Rhythm Nation, right?
Yeah, that was, Black Cat was on that one, yeah. Yeah, it was. 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 Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. Hook your knees.
A good 80s band was in Motels, but they only had 2 hits, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there was some good stuff. Back then, it was the good thing about back then, too, was, again, I mentioned this on the podcast I was on. You had more independent type stuff, so people were getting other music out there that wasn't being dominated by being commercial like it is nowadays. So you had a chance for artists to really stretch for what they wanted to do. But no, those were some pretty good videos. I mean, like the Emerson, he brought up this point. He's not here tonight, but we'll have to let him know we covered the MTV video part.
I know. Yeah, where's Emerson tonight?
Yeah. What is going on there? It's like someone trying to break in or something.
Why is my sound delayed?
It sounds like someone's rattling the cage there.
No, it's our stupid washing machine.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you had somebody in the pit, like Silence of the Lambs.
Our daughter's
let me out, mister.
So it's rocking the machine for some reason.
Yeah, but it might be too light or something that's causing it to shake more or something.
That's why he's trying to beat their ass out the door. Let me out! Let me out!
I'm in the dryer. Help me! Help me! It's getting hot in here.
Let me out! Let me out! I will do it again. I promise.
Puts the lotion in the basket. So yeah. You're gonna learn for next time. Oh, there's another one here. Top 50 music videos of all time from yardbarker.com. Now they actually have number 1 being Bob Dylan, Subterranean Homesick Blues from back in 1967. And then they have Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Then they have Thriller ahead of that. Then Thriller's third. Wow.
Yeah, see, right there just debunks that whole top 50.
And then they got Aha, Take on Me, Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer. Oh, see, no, we're out. Number 2 was Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Number 1 was Bob Dylan, Subterranean Homesick Blues. Number 3 was Thriller. Number 4, Aha.
That's a good one too.
4 is Aha, Take on Me. Number 5 is Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer. And then number 6, they got Weird Al Yankovic, Fat. So we haven't seen him on the list anywhere. Because I'm fat. I'm fat. Yeah, fat. But number 7 is Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. Number 8 is Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. That's a good video as well.
Oh, there.
Then they have Madonna Vogue at number 9. Madonna Vogue, number 9. Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit, number 10. Not a bad list at all. Beck, Loser, number 11. That was a good song.
Loser, baby.
Tool, Prison Sex, number 12. Beastie Boys, Sabotage, number 13. 9 Inch Nails, Closer, number 14. Surprised I haven't seen Foo Fighters on any list thus far.
Yeah.
Weezer, Buddy Holly, number 15. That was a good one. Smashing Pumpkins, Tonight, number 16. I still like 1979 more than that one. Then they got Far Side, Drop, number 17, which the Far Side, another good hip hop group. Drop. Bajort is Oh So Quiet is number 18. Oh, Jamiroquai, Virtual Insanity, number 19. You know, for as far as music videos go, that was actually an interesting video when he put that together and how he was moving around in the video with the floors moving and stuff. So that should be up there as one of the top videos. They did some pretty good groundbreaking stuff on that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Number 20 is Cebu Magado, Sugar Water. Don't even know who she even is. That was back in
I'm not sure with that
96.
one either.
Number 21, Spice Girls Wannabe. Don't know why that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Now 22, Prodigy, Smack My Bitch Up. That was interesting one. Prodigy had another one. They were unique when they came out with the video stuff too. 23 is Aphex Twin, Come to Daddy. That looks pretty freaky. 24, Janet Jackson, Gone Till It's Gone. And 25, Fiona Apple, Criminal. Fiona was pretty popular too. So, and then you get into Britney Spears, Baby One More Time at 26, which
definitely some interesting selections there.
I ain't even gonna lie. When Britney Spears to Baby One More Time, there were a lot of people watching that video. I mean,
Well, I mean,
front on her all you want, but there were people that were
barely
watching
covered
it.
anything.
Yeah. 27, Fatboy Slim. And that's another one. Praise You. That was actually a great video.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some pretty good ones back in the day.
Missy Elliott, She's a Bitch at 28. Oh my God, the Chemical Brothers, 29, Let Forever Be. And then Bjork again at number 30 with All Is Full of Love. Bjork was pretty popular back in the day. Some interesting ones. They got like 31 is like D'Angelo, which was Untitled. That's the one he was like butt ass naked on the video, so I didn't really watch that one. But I know a lot of women did. They were all into D'Angelo.
Like, go to bed. You gotta go to bed. I gotta stay and watch this.
Other videos, Johnny Cash when he did Hurt. Hurt was actually a pretty good song and video that Johnny Cash did before he died. Jay-Z 99 Problems is in the mix as well. Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Danny California, which is another good tune they did. Beyonce, Single Ladies, Put a Ring on. That song was sung a lot. Then you got Psy with Gangnam Style. That was pretty popular. Gangnam Style.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, All Right, was in the mix. So some interesting ones they had on here. And then the last one, 49 to 50 was Childish Gambino, This Is America, which was definitely a provocative video there. And then FKA Twigs, Cellophane. Interesting how people pick different things for different things they like there. Let me see. Check some of the comments. Nice. I just got a date with this hot chick on Bumble. Wish me luck, boys. It's the weekend. Well, awesome, Brandon. Gonna get some, son.
Good luck. Good luck, Brandon.
50 years ago today, Billboard's #1 hit was Joy to the World, $3 Night. Joy to the... Yeah. Back in the day, like groups I like from back in the day, like Clarence Clearwater Revival, like I can still listen to some CCR and still be... It puts you in a good mood listening to some of their stuff. You know what I mean? It's kind of like just so relaxing and, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Senior at Clinton High School. Yeah, 50 years ago. Oh, just said, good luck, Brandon. He said, thanks, bro. Yeah, Brandon, good luck on that date, my friend.
Yeah. Woo-woo.
Yeah. Boom chicka wah wah. Let's see. We're 11:49. I guess we'll go ahead and get it wrapped up. And thanks for everybody that hung in as long as you actually did tonight. And always fun. Always great on Thursday night. Get ready to head into the weekend. Hopefully, as you guys laugh some and have a good time. And hopefully, tomorrow is an excellent Friday for you all as we get ready to shut it down. And look forward to catching up with you guys soon. I might think I'm going to try to do some lives this weekend or some stuff just because I need to do some more live streams on the channel. And so I need to get some stuff put together. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure to hit the alarm bell so you're notified. And then, Tad, do you got anything you want to add?
No, I ain't got nothing going on this weekend, really,
You got
except for kind of a little derby get together on Saturday. But that's about it.
Yeah. Time for the derby. So, yeah, if I can upload it over on the hip hop channel. I'll try to put that podcast I mentioned earlier as well. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and sign off because it's pretty late right now. We both got to go to work in the morning. So thanks for everybody that tuned in, and look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Y'all have a great Thursday night and hopefully even a better Friday. Cheers, everyone. Talk to you soon.